Ew. When shall stream start? The stream shall start now. It shall start. Does the camera work today? Hey! It works. We're just waiting for them to start. They're in the lobby right now. We'll do a little bit of watching. There is a chance I ditched this for some rich forest. Just saying. Because there was a lobby just now. Oh, there is a lobby just now. Oh, they just started literally 10 seconds ago. Bullshit. I was downstairs grabbing a drink. Missed that one. It is what it is. We're gonna watch a little bit of the last hope of GL. Doubt. This is the lobby I should have gotten into. I missed it. Looks like Valley of Kings is the first game, which is that redesign redesign map. Forgive me, I just woke up from a nap as well. So it's that kind of day currently. Okay. To be fair, Doubt played like he was in his 20s last set. No, Doubt played like he was in his 30s last set. That's what you have to say. May I ask a question as a returning player before the start? What eco-civs to relearn? I'm thinking Vietnamese. What do you mean by relearn? You have to be more specific about the purpose, the meaning there. Like, did you play them before? Or are you talking about like learning a new civ completely? Or does Viper read YouTube comments? No, I completely ignore them. That was even slower back then. Viper is such a handsome gamer ready for battle. Yes. What a shame, I know, right? The music is a bit loud, isn't it? Viper House family, everything okay? Yep. Everything is good. Well, I mean, like, the problems we have are first world problems, right? Lack of sleep, problems with our house. These are first world problems. Overall, if you take everything into perspective, everything is going very well. Rage today. I am planning to watch Doubt and Hera against Lyrian Heart for a while. Outcrop seems to be game one. There is a chance, depending on how it plays, that I will bounce and go and play Rage if there is a good lobby. Problems are still problems. Yes, they are, but still. Gotta put things in perspective sometimes. This TheViper read kick comments. Nodders. No, I don't do that either. I did play around 1800 before, thanks. Relearn the game, so build order, civ should be quite standard, no cheese. Vietnamese is, they have some differences in their build order, they're not standard per se. They have faster researching wheelbarrow and their economy upgrades don't cost wood. So they're not standard in that regards. If you're looking for a very generic economy civ, is there even one at this point? They all have different bonuses, but like Byzantines, for example, the only eco thing they have is they can advance imperialage cheaper. They don't have any economy bonus otherwise. We could argue that their military discounts is an economy bonus, but I think every single civ at this point has some sort of eco bonus that makes them not standard. Magyars, not really any eco bonuses. He's getting kicked out of a tournament before Doubt the first world problem. Yes, as well. Oh yeah, you should play Khitans, man. That's a good, fairly balanced standard economy. Elgato is back. Wait, was there Elgato? Was there Elgato there? I was looking, I was very much there, so I didn't see. Did we have an Elgato moment? No? Okay, good. Because I haven't had Elgato for a while. Would be annoying if it showed up. Tato do a marathon, I think, today. Could you do the same? Today, no. I would love to do some sort of marathon at some point, though. What's your PC config? 4090, 5950X, CPU Ryzen. I think I have 64 gigs of RAM. Something along those lines. Been years since your last 24-hour stream. Yep. And it will be many years until the next one. Vietnamese seems interesting for me. Practice scouts and field with archer follow Spiro. Yeah, scouts into archers with Vietnamese is a very good build. And then you can follow that up with cav archers as well if you want. Rattan archers. They have great elephants, great late game with Imperial Age skirmishers. So if you like the way Vietnamese sounds, I highly recommend you to play them because they're also a very good civ. Okay, Outcrop. We have Shu and Whoa, what's that? Elgato? We have Shu and Magyars against Tatars and Khmer. Let's see. Could you cast with T-West? No, I just want to chill. I don't want to cast with anyone. When you cast with others, you automatically have extra things to think about and take care of. I just want to chill. Hera is the flank, playing as Shu. Doubt is Pocketto, playing as Maguires. Leary playing flank Tatars against Hart Khmer. Hey, Viper, we need +1 for football game. Can you come? We need missing on Iniesta. Oh, I would love to. Been a long time since I played football. I would love to play some football. Only one on wood, so Hart is going to go for really fast uptime. Doubt has 2. He's aiming for a fast uptime as well. I'm not sure if I like this wall. Could have just easily walled there. But it's early, right? Hero does have a safe gold in the back. They could defend golds together here if they want to. Leary has both his golds very exposed, so that's a bit unfortunate spawn for him. What's the casting? Best of 7, semi, gamer Lejean against Oni. Wait, what's their team called? What's their team name of their team? Someone know? Because they're like Anamaru and Wonders together. Hart and Harry. Hart and Larry. Oh, so just have Larry and Hart. Okay. Then let's just do like Oni Wonders. Oni Wonder. That's so cool. Hart has the coolest color, so we are cheering for Hart. Yeah, Tata's very good here, obviously, because if you go around and find all the extra sheep on the outskirts. How many extra sheep are there even? There's still 30 Gaia sheep to be picked up. Holy! When we played this game, me and Tato, we found like 4 extra sheep. Maybe maybe MBL and Sorokuma found a lot more than us. Okay, Leary's going for this one. A bit surprising. I was thinking he might go for this and then just put ranges here and go very aggressive. But this one, I guess, gives him a little bit of... It's a bit easier to secure it with like a wall here. But if Doubt and Hera have map control and can push from the hill, this goal is way harder to defend. So there are pros and cons here. Hera's up 1 villager faster than... Leary, but Hart is up 1 will faster than Doubt. So the archer player is slightly faster on Game Legion side. while the scout player is slightly faster on the Wonder side. Who do you favor to win the semis? Again, this is the type of tournament that is really hard to guesstimate or judge how serious they are taking it. Has Hart and Leary prepared, as in terms of prepared strategies? Have they trained? I don't know. I think Hera and Doubt has not trained, but I'm pretty sure at least Doubt has gone through maps and thought about strategies. I would imagine that Leary and Hart has done the same, but like I said, it's hard to judge how prepared they are. When you're doing new campaigns, I don't know yet. When I feel like it. Hart skip Luma, his comer. He doesn't need it initially, right? He just does it later. Okay, we have double range from Hera. The cool thing with Shu, obviously, is that you're collecting food by taking wood. So your build can be a bit different with Shu. This build is idle. But this feels like a build that doesn't show up on the idle villager screen, so to say. In-game, this probably doesn't show as an idle, but I can obviously tell you that this is an idle villager. It's been idle for quite some time now. Okay, now it's fixed. Doubt is doing... Doubt has an easy short wall, at least until gold. Hart also has kind of a wider base that could be easier defended. But here we're going for a bit of a weird wall off, I would say. Looks like they were trying to punish here. Don't think there was a villager kill, was there? Maybe there was. I'm blind. KD. Lyria has lost the Vil. They killed the Vil here. I want to go back and see how they pressured this. Why is it going so fast? Oh yeah, so Hera and Doubt. The second they hit Feud Lage, they jumped on Lyria's gold Vil. And picked off one of them. That's a good start for Gamer Legion. One Vil down for Leary. And again, if you end up on the defensive here in Leary's shoes, you're going to be in trouble. So I feel like you need a tower here at some point. Especially after having a rough start. But then again, maybe they think they can be aggressive with Khmer. Magars has an initial advantage with free forging. But Khmer's economy should be better. And they slowly will scale better. At least as the game goes on and you switch to knights and such. But with only scouts, maybe Magars are fine. Yeah, again, I don't know who I favor to win this. I would probably guess that... I also haven't seen the draft. I also don't know the maps in the tournament. If Doubt shows up like he did last time, then Game Legion will win every day of the week. If Doubt becomes a bit more the usual Doubt, then I think Onimaru Wanderers will win. This is open. Does Leary know that? Like, he has walled here. There's still a gap there. I feel like he might not realize that this is still open. We have 8 archers against 7. But also with Tatars, you can also have the extra heal bonus damage. If the situation falls. It looks like they're trying to be aggressive here. There's more scouts for Hart. Yeah, they want to punish the gold. But I mean, they know that the army is here for Hart and Lyra, so they can't really do too much. But Lyra does not have fletching. Hera has fletching and armor. So this can still be quite dangerous for Onimaru Wanderers. Hera has a lot of archers. Feels like Game Legion is in a great spot here. Without doing bloodlines, they might have an opportunity to jump here. Doubt skipped horse color? You're right. Guess they wanted to really put on the pressure, which also means that eventually Game Legion will scale better. Now the interesting thing is, how does Doubt dance? Is Doubt sabotage? Okay, the sabotaging has begun. He's already blocking Hera's archers. I've had this time, like, I have to be honest, I've had this with Doubt multiple times where Doubt is the cavalry player and I'm archer player, where he thinks dancing means just running across your units and then retreat. But when he retreats, he runs through my army, which is exactly what he did here. I know I'm stopping the action, but look how Doubt retreats. Doubt's way of retreating is, I'm just going to click backwards, which means he will run into your army and your block. Like, look at this. He's the mobility guy. You can just run to the side and then back. I've had this so many times. Sorry, little interlude there, but just wanted to share some trauma I have from the past. RFT type name, thanks so much for the sub. Appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. They did bloodlines, but they're not taking advantage or jumping on. Did I have Elgato now? Something was blinking on my side. They have bloodlines here and armored out. Forging is coming in for heart, but no bloodlines, no armor. No, they have armor. Never mind. So yeah, currently they're just feeling each other's teeth a little bit. Lyria does not have any sheep on the TC, which is kind of what you want. Heart has Hera has a lot more farmers. Doubt already with double stable. If you talk with Lyria here, you would love to have a couple extra sheep. So you can get to cast stage fast with those Tatar sheep. I would say it's looking very good for game elision so far, at least on the archer side. The good thing for Hart is that he's Khmer. He's adding now a second stable himself. But he did horse color, so his economy will be better over time. Good micro here by Lyria. Picked up 2 archers from Hera without losing one. 3 archers even. Another one. I think I want to switch this to KD. Like that. Opening was very good for Hera and Doubt, but now it looks like Lyria and Hart are kind of climbing back a little bit. For the favorites, I'm not sure if there is a favorite here. I think it's like 50-50. No chat on screen. I usually don't have chat on Capture Age now. Like if you go to this scene, there would be chat. But on Capture Age, I'd rather just have the game. Hope that is okay. Okay, resource-wise, think Hera should be hitting cast stage fastest. Yep, he's already about to have 800 food. Ooh, Hart with a... Ooh, big misstep by Hart here. He only loses 2-3 scouts though. It could have been a lot worse, but now they take the opportunity to jump on this. 22 archers. There's a lot more scouts here for Game Legion now. This should still be a good jump for Game Legion. That was a bit of a misclick by Hart, or misstep rather. Then again, Lyria could have deleted the walls to let him in easier. Elgato! Why? If the camera is not working, it's Elgato. I don't get it. But now you could argue maybe they're diving too deep. Hera is on the way to Castle Age. There is a lot more army now for archers, in particular for Lyria, but an archers is the key unit right in this circumstance. Because the scouts are just there to tank. The archer numbers are what wins the fights here, currently. And like I said, there is more archers for Lyria. But Hera has a minute advantage to Castle Age. Now Only Wonder has a lot more army on the field. Primarily archers. Oh, but Lyria has finished this gold and now has to move to this gold. And I repeat, Hera has a minute advantage to Castle Age. That could be enough to bring Elgato back into the system. Okay, so this is a nice move by Game Legion. Hera is taking Doubt's secondary gold. Because Doubt has gold here and he doesn't need that much. So, and the cast stage time for Doubt and Hart is about the same. So I think the setup going forward here is also a lot better for Game Legion currently. Particularly for the archer player. Rasmans hitting 14 months. Thank you very much. Why do my archers never move like Larius? I'm afraid this is one of those U problems. Crossbow, Bodkin, and Thumbring immediately. University for ballistics and wood upgrade. Shu, I think. That's what I said in my predictions as well. That I think Shu is going to be one of the better flank civs when it comes to just pure archer play. They have a lot of good bonuses for just archers. Yeah, Lyria has to rush a tower here to make sure he doesn't die. And this should keep him safe. So yeah, we have a very close game currently. The big thing is though that Only Wonders has a lot more army on the field right now. Doubt has kind of stopped making scouts because he wants to switch to knights. While Hart, hitting cast at the same time, has continued scout production. And yeah, if we go here now, economy difference, Doubt, Hart. I'm curious. Eek. That's the Khmer for you. But Lyria Hera economy difference is massive. He's 1,800 resources ahead. I feel like Hera and Doubt are a good fit. Don't they play best as pocket? I think Doubt is certainly a better pocket on most scenarios. But I think Hera can play both roles. So I don't think it's a... I think it's a good fit, yes, to answer the question. Didn't expect this level micro. What micro? He hasn't microed yet. Now there's Thumbring in for Leary. Leary just finished Balkan as well. Again, this is where they could jump because Heart has more scouts and light cap, plus 2 armor about to kick as well. Yeah. Oh, Leary's army isn't following though. There should still be a jump. Light cap is in for Doubt as well, but there's a lot more light cap for Doubt for Only Wonder. This should be an amazing fight for Leary and Heart. Yeah, they will clean up as well. Tatars get some bonus damage as well with the hill. So Only Wonder is coming out of this with a massive army lead. And on these types of circumstances, army lead often wins you the games. Now it's more about the transitions. Doubt is doing a second TC in his own base. Heart is just staying on 1 TC for now, triple stable. He's moving out to do a TC on the side. I imagine Leary will also be moving for a town center. Hera is doing a TC as well. Gold in particular is necessary for them to expand to. Why is Doubt so far behind eco-wise? Well, he's Magyars against the Khmer. Also, Doubt skipped Horse Color for early pressure, which means he's also gonna be paying a lot more wood for farms when they expire. Leary, did he? I don't think he did ballistics, did he? How do I check there? Apologies. Am I blind? Yeah, he doesn't have ballistics. He has university, but no ballistics. Hera has ballistics, so he can still take better fights with that in mind. But not when you patrol forward like this. Doubt dance! Doubt has to dance! But yeah, this is looking very tough now. I think Leary and Heart just has a massive army lead, and they can take massively advantage of that. Elgato! Why? It's so random as well when it happens. But yeah, I'm gonna switch away from the 2 PC setup when I'm back from Norway. So we shouldn't have to worry about this in the future. Yeah, another massive army lead once again for Only Wonder. They have more villagers as well. Especially Heart in particular is ahead in economy. So Leary is behind to Hera in a straight up, if you think about economy wise. But Leary has a lot more army now. 31-7 to be fair. Or to be exact. And that it doesn't matter that Hera has a better economy than Leary because Leary has a big army right now. What matters right now is the meat shield that is being provided by both cavalry players. And Heart just has a way bigger economy than Doubt already when it comes to the meat shield. And 15 knights versus 3. So this feels like borderline impossible to come back already. Must be back connection somewhere. No, I don't. I'm not sure what it is. I feel like maybe my PC is just struggling to multitask all the tasks it's currently doing. Like my streaming PC. I've had the Elgato and the camera connected for so long already. It's just random when it works and when it doesn't. Like, I haven't had Elgato issues for like a week, and suddenly now it's showing up again randomly. The cosmic rays. Cat pulled the cable. I'm afraid not. 3rd TC for Hera. Doubt has a 3rd TC as well. Leary and Heart are both just in 2 TCs, prioritizing army over economy. I am sorry for the Elgato things. I'll try to replug the cables after this game. Heart and Leary can jump under the TC and kill everything here if they want to. Doubt no army. Yep. This is why also Khmer scales better against Magyars. Why you want to kill early with Magyars. I wonder if things would the tables would have turned if Doubt kept making scouts as well on the way to Castle Age. Because Doubt had a scout advantage in Feudal Age. But he stopped making scouts, while Heart kept making scouts on the way to the Castle Age. And now this is so painful as well. Just that idle time Doubt has now. 15 wills plus losing a couple. It's so painful as a carry player. Imperial Age is still miles away from everyone, so there's no fast imp crossbow play here or arbalest play to save the day either. But military numbers are getting a bit healthy again for Hera in particular. Doubt still a bit far behind, 24 knights to 8. That's a very, very tough to recover. Like what Doubt and Hera needs here is to take like one solid fight. Clean up like half of the army of Lyri in particular. And then try to return from there. Hart has a 3rd TC as well. Lyri seems to be staying 2 TC. Where can Hera drop the castle? I think more likely you want to secure the outside at this point. Because that's where the resources are. But at the same time, if you don't do a castle in your base, maybe you lose your base. Your main base, rather. So it's a bit tricky. Doubt also only went 2 stables. Did he? Wasn't he 3 stables as well? Yeah, you're right. Only 2 stables. Hart has 3. But then again, Doubt's economy here is suffering already. Because he didn't do horse collar at the start, right? So you already have a situation with Doubt being behind economically, so it's hard to justify 3rd stable in that situation. Don't Shu not scale. Shu scales great for late game with archer play only. They get the extra projectiles and their full upgrades are arbalest plus discounted archery range upgrades. So Shu as a pure crossbow. Shu as a pure crossbow archer player is a top civ. Maybe not the best, like Britain's, Ethiopians probably still better, but they're probably top 5 at least. So it looks like Hart has to have a restart. Again, it is not over, but Oni Wonder has a big lead here, I think. Low economy is actually less. Doubt is only staying, like he's staying 1,000 behind Hart only. It's mainly the food though that is the problem. It's 2,000 more food for Hart, which has translated into more military numbers as well. But Hera is massively ahead economically to Lyri. So I would still say that it's possible for GL to come back still, but it's still looking better for Oni Wonder. Okay, someone, can you spot Doubt's APM? Don't look at the colors. Can you figure out which color is Doubt on the APM chart? Does anyone know? Are anyone willing to take a bet? Doubt is blue. Ah, close. Maybe if you reverse the chart, like turn it upside down. You can see that when they're microing crossbows, right? Hera in particular goes very high during crossbow micro. But also like you see the numbers go up. Everyone is kind of in sync except Doubt. Doubt is kind of random. Actually, no, Doubt is also in sync. He goes from like 60 to 80 APM when he has to micro. Why so mean? That's funny. Yeah, you can see like Hart and Lyri are spiking at the same time because they're doing the crossbow splits and dodging. Don't be so mean. It's just funny. Come on. That would be the first one to laugh about this as well. How do I go back? I'm trying to... Okay, there. Wei needs some changes. No way. I think Wei is a tricky civ as well. It's like they have some good units, but they have like a very one-dimensional texture at the same time. But they have a good economy. So it's like if you give Wei another tool or make them even better than they are right now, suddenly they could be dangerously good. I think Wei is a civ you should not touch for now. I think they're fine the way they are. I think you have to lower the food income of Khitans. I think Wu has to be touched in some regards to their hybrid power. They have too many hybrid bonuses. And Shu I also wouldn't touch except maybe improve their siege scorpion thing. The scorpion thing is garbage. But I hear that it's bugged as well. So I'm not sure. And then I think urchins I also would not touch. I think urchins are underdiscovered. Is there a way to say it? Undiscovered, maybe even. Urchin is my favorite to play, but I think they need knights. Don't urchins have the High Guang cavalry thing? Urchins. I mean, the Pagoda is a really good unit. The Grenadier is a really good unit. Not in specific situations in particular, but in Imperial Age with the unique tech, I think they're very good. Iron Pagoda is a really good unit. They're also a little bit one-dimensional though. But I think urchins are pretty good civ overall. Wu hybrid is too strong. Wei is kind of okay. Urchins is kind of okay. Ketons need food nerf. What's the last one? Wei, Wu, Shu. I think they just need the War Chariot to be better. Elgato. War Chariot is shit. Okay, we have a 2-minute countdown here, so let me try and fix or like plug some Elgato cables. Give me a sec. Did I lose internet? Am I live? Did I like accidentally pull my cable when I was back there? I am live? Then how come I lost connection to Steam? What was that? I'm offline, no longer line. Well, damn it. Well, it clearly has the text, that's the capture Elgato. Clearly the text that I have plugged it back in. So yeah, let's see. Crucial things to pay attention to right now in this very situation is Imperial Age timing for Hart and Leary. No, Hera and Leary in particular. Whoever can get the crossbow mass going first. The good thing here currently for Hera and Doubt is that Tatars don't get Arbalest. So, if there's a faster imp now from Hera... Oh, trade card disrespect! If there's a faster imp for Hera, he will have the Arbalests. But Game Edition has more vills. And military numbers are getting closer again. It is definitely possible for Game Edition still to win this. Hera doing a safe castle in his base. Which means I think he should idle. He has 20 vills in the queue. Hera can go imp. I'm not sure if he realized that he has 20 vills in the queue. My opinion on Huns. I think Huns are a very good civ. This castle will stabilize the situation here. If Hera just realizes that his queue is insane for vills and cancels them, he could click Imperial Age. You sell a little bit of resources, you go imp. Leary is the one who's gonna go imp first though. He's got resources now, so he's gonna click. And Leary should also be on stone. So Doubt is waiting on the outside. This is also a very good, nice comeback mechanic. Just pull the attention a little bit from the aggressive side. But Hera would have the traction trebuchets, right? I think traction trebs is also pretty good in this situation. Big hit on Hera crossbow. Oh, did he lose a lot of crossbows? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Yeah, it's down to 17, so I missed that. My apologies. Yeah, Leary switching into skirms, which is, I think, our right decision as well. So you make some skirms to stabilize the situation, 15-20 skirms, and then use tech switch to cow archers. But I need a castle as well to make trebuchets. More economy down for Game Legion. Game Legion has 20 more vills. Again, they have economically a very good situation. They're just very much suffering when it comes to military right now. Here and out doing a bit of a counterattack here. But that means this area is going to be very hard for him to defend. I think Hera is playing way too much economy for the archery player. Like, Leary cut production at 70 vills-ish to go imp, which I think is the right play. Because now it's like, Hera, okay, you have 110 vills. He is going to imp now, but like, this is way too much economy for the units he's going to make. Do you know Honor the Wolf YouTuber? I've heard about him, yeah. All the calls TheViper made so far are wrong. Jordan will lose on Fortress, wins the game. GL gonna lose first 2 games. I have been very much on the fence in this game. I'm saying they are in the lead, but they can still win. But I still believe Leary and Hart are in the lead in this game. Oh, it's gonna be... Yeah, Hera lost 1 town center here. What's the MTC? It's this one. Doubt just has to dive now to snipe the mangonels, but he loses his whole knight army in the process. Well, the knight army here at least. And these will now have bracers and chemistry. There's also 16 elite skirms now that will help defend. And I believe he will make... He's queuing up crossbow again. I feel like Cowardice switch would still make sense here. Hart has 113 vills to Doubt's 85. So the eco lead that was there is not really there anymore. All the common chat makes are wrong as well, so there you go. Now skirms obviously aren't great against knights. Tatar hill bonus though. Artesia for Hera. Population 25 more for Honor of Wonders. There's still just a lot of units dying here. Just so you can get a decent trade here still with Castle Age crossbows, especially if that comes with a light cap. So they will clean this up, and the biggest in quotes problem for Leary and Hart is that they don't have siege. They don't have a castle here or anything. Hera has a castle and he has a seed workshop, so he can make traction trebuchets. Still not over. Still prefer on a Wanderer's position. But population now? Like, Leary went imp with army that he hasn't really been able to do much with because they don't have siege. If Leary had a castle as well here and built trebs at the same time, game would have probably been over. But that's not the case, and now we're gonna have a Arbalest for Hera very soon. But Hart is on the way to Imperial Age. Doubt is going full Castle Age still. I mean, Hart has 40 more vills than Doubt, so that's where the difference is probably gonna be now. I don't think Hera's Imperial Age army can handle full Cavalier with +4 armor. After the arena game from last year, I will never think Doubt and Hera are dead. You still think they're not dead in this game? Hera has what, 5-6 town centers now? Map control is also heavily in favor of Leary and Hart. Leary has an annoying range in the back here. They can sneak some crossbows now and then to raid. Will be very annoying over the course of the game. They're doing some solid eco damage here to Leary in particular. Like, the economists here are, or the economy players right now are Hera and Hart. But Hera is Arbalest player, Hart is cavalry player. You rather want to have your cavalry player be the economy player more often than not. Because it's way easier and cheaper to make range units. But then again, Hera could do a market, he could be slinging Doubt to get Doubt back in the game. Yeah, the biggest problem now will be the Cavalier with +4 armor and so forth. I still don't agree with Leary playing full skirm. I feel like he needs to tech switch into something with a bit of power. And that would be, in this case, Cow Archer. Hera does not have the unique tech, I believe. Where do I see that? There, Miscellaneous. Yeah, he does not. The unique tech for Shu will give him extra projectiles for his Arbalest. See Hera sending resources. Is game over? Why haven't Heart and Dewey won? Well, they need to finish the game first, right? Right now, numbers look very close. But numbers aren't everything here. Good thing though for Hera and Doubt is that they have secured this area somewhat. Doubt is now on the way to Imperial Age as well. Question for them is, how much damage can Heart do with his Imperial Age before Doubt gets there? There will be +4 and Cavalier now. Doubt has a cast there. You know what? Game Legion might have good chances here. Arbalest is just better than Skirms in this scenario. I always said that I prefer Doubt in Hera's position. I legit think they're losing. The reason why this is close again is because Lyra is playing Skirms. Like, Skirms don't do good against Castlage, Light Cav or Knights even. So Doubt's getting a lot more value with this army than he should even. Obviously here the Skirms do okay, but like you want to have some power unit. And Lyra's losing a lot of vills. Lyra's still working on 60 vills, 65 vills. Lyra's economy is not good enough to produce a mass army. But then he can always get Sling, right? But Lyra needs to tech switch into something valuable. Skirms and Cavalier will be a losing composition here long term. But this is now the problem. You have Cavalier in the economy of Doubt. So Doubt's economy is gonna go to the damn hell. He's gonna be relying on Sling from Hera to stay in the game. In which case, the fact that Hera did such a big economy probably is gonna pay off in the end. There's a counter raid on the bottom as well. Now we can already start thinking long term, right? Map control wise, no traps coming here. The fact that Doubt has this is actually huge. Because if Lyra and Heart were controlling the whole bottom side, then it would have been very problematic resource-wise for GL long term. But since GL has the top half and also kind of the bottom half, they're still in a pretty good spot here. Heart is preparing to Sling. But yeah, Lyra is suffering composition-wise. Even Paladin, like if you think about the long-term tech switch for Doubt, he will have access to Paladin. Heart only has Cavalier. Maybe there's even an argument that Hera and Doubt are just in a better position now for long term. They have more army, they have better army quality right now, and they have potentially better long-term tech. Now if there's like Khmer Battle Elephants and fully upgraded Tatar Cav Archer, that might not be the case. But right now it just looks like Heart and Lyra doesn't find the composition. Again, playing skirmishers here as the damage dealing range unit player. I don't know what the idea was behind the skirmisher switch from Lyra. I think if he just went Cav Archer, it would have been so much better for them. There's still no horse collar. At this point, that's not that important. It's not like, oh my god, he doesn't have horse collar. His 150 vills are not going to be able to sustain. It's not problematic anymore. Population is still relatively close, but again, composition-wise, it's just far better for GL right now. This is a very good comeback though from Hera and Doubt. You don't see Heart and Lyra losing these types of positions very often. So maybe the fact that Hera did the overboom and later Imperial Age was with the thought that they might get pushed by early Castlage army. So he wanted to have like a buffer of villagers. Maybe there was some intention in that, I don't know. This could be a comeback swing in favor of Heart and Lyra though. But Doubt is able to snipe the traps. Still very close, but we still have one player playing skirms. Maybe Hera doesn't know. I mean, surely he knows about the unique tech, but it's not something you always think about, right? On the spot. And Hera is full slinging Doubt. Is Doubt able to do Paladin though? I don't see the resource coming. I think he's spending all his gold on production. Although at this moment you have 30 Cavalier on the field, I think waiting for Paladin is worth. Good rate here though. Gold could be the deciding factor here as well. How's the gold situation? Hera's still mining a ton of gold. So he should be slinging all that for Doubt, so Doubt can get to Paladin. I mean, Doubt is only on 100 population. So is Lyria. Hart and Hera are the players with full pop right now. Gold is being... There's not a lot of gold left on this side. But they still have a lot of gold to mine on the bottom half. Yeah, it's still not over. This is the key upgrade though. Doubt is gonna have 40 Paladin roam in the field soon. And once the Paladin are out... Well, we have Elite Battle Elephant at the same time. What's better? I think this still becomes a point of... Well... Arbalests are still better than Skirms. But... Khmer Elephants... They ain't too shabby either. Should they trade? I mean, in a perfect world, they do trade as well. Nice gates here by Heart to secure the Treb. In a perfect world, they do also trade. Ooh, gate goes down. Suddenly they might lose this spot. Now the unique tech is coming in for Hera. It's gonna give those traction traps extra projectiles as well. Still a minute to go for Paladin. Heart is missing the unique tech for the Elephantos to dominate. Leary is still trying to recover economy, but he is still only making skirms. Heart out of gold. I mean, Heart is mining gold, so he can still produce elephants. But what they're gonna struggle with is the mobility. Elephants are also relatively slow. The Paladin are fast, and the Paladin are gonna start going everywhere. One castle down. GL is also taking out these castles here. I think this was a key. If Heart took this away from Doubt, they could have had a good chance still, because then they would have had a lot more gold control. But yeah, Paladin is in. And now he was queuing up Cav Archer. Lyria was just queuing up Cav Archer. And yeah, with Paladin, that is dead. Again, I think Onamaru was in a winning spot. So first of all, great comeback by Game Legion. They like a good comeback in game 1, don't they? But I just don't understand. Like I was like, oh yeah, now Lyria's gonna make 15-20 skirms, and then it's gonna switch to Cav Archers. He just kept making skirms the rest of the game. He even queued up more crossbows. I feel like he might have also thought that crossbows would be enough to do the job here. Because they did so much eco damage on the way, right? So I feel like maybe they felt overconfident as well, potentially. Look at the amount of kills you get here as well. When you kill this amount of ills in these circumstances, you feel like the game is just kind of already over in your favor. But both... Because if you look at the situation right now, military is about the same. No, they have 30 more vills, they have tech advantage Imperial Age, and they have more military. It feels like this shouldn't be losable from here. But Khmer are stuck in Cavalier. Tatars don't get Arbalest. So the faster imp didn't give them the same power spike. If Lyria also had a castle drop with the fast imp and started making trebs, then I think the game would have been over. Because then the trebuchets would have started taking out buildings. But yeah, great job by Hera and Doubt. I think whenever Viper says Doubt Hera can't come back, it's impossible to imp in this position. It just gives them more luck. I never said it was impossible. I said it was advantageous. They're going to start trading now as well. It's all the power of the Lord. The thing is, I think Hera, this is probably the tournament Hera's the most motivated forever. Because it's like, if he loses, he had Doubt as a teammate. But if he wins, he won despite of Doubt. He's like, he won a tournament with Doubt. Right? So it's like this would be the ultimate display of skill for Hera to win this event. So he should be very motivated. I want to see the draft. How do I see the draft? Cartographers. How do I see the draft? Ooh, very nice. Without carried last set? True. Alright. Outcrop, win for Game Legion. Civs, what was spent here? Lost with Khmer, lost with Tatars, win with Shu, and win with Maguires. So Civ-wise, great win for Game Legion as well. Because they used later picks. Here says he's super rusty. How can he be rusty? Just because he hasn't played for a couple of days? I mean, I can feel that as well. If I don't play for like a week, I might feel rusty for like one game. But Hera, with the amount of games he has in his what do you call it? In his tank, like Hera could take the rest of the year off, and if he would still play more games than me by the end of the year. So I think when you have that amount of games in your hands, in your tank, I think your return to shape is very quick. Might up be strategic. I'm not sure who. Like again, I mean, since Hera has been at the hospital with Roxy for a while, I guess Doubt has done most of the strategizing. But then again, Hera was doing the save draft. I'm sure they've done a fair bit of thinking and planning for maps still. I don't know. He came on, slapped 3 people last night and left. Well, then he's definitely not rusty, right? All right. We have Forest Pond. Italians and Malians for Doubt Hera against Dravidians, Georgians. Forest Pond. I think Forest Pond is a map where... Actually, I'm not sure how they want to play this. What do we have? Italian, so Hera is obviously going to focus on water, at least initially. But Doubt could just play water as well. Well, Heart and Lyra looks like... Maybe Jordan's plays land, but then again, they can just play water, both of them as well, with Dravidians here. Is this semi-final or semi-final? This is semi-final, yeah. Missed a quick one. That Lewis would have hit last night, so maybe a bit rusty. Again, I think when you have so many games in your tank, you play one game and you're back into it. Is the game volume fine, by the way? Ooh, big mistake by Leary. This is gonna be one idle villager permanently until one tree is chopped. That's a... Unless this field goes there, maybe they can still... No, this is horrible, Valeri. Disaster. Why would you do this? He just has an idle will now. Are you watching the Club World Cup? Nope. I might check out a game or two when they're like in the semi-finals and finals, but I don't have any excitement for group stage. Yeah. This, honestly, at this level, this should never happen. Maybe with Doubt. Why does the score reset, by the way? I don't get it. Okay, Doc's already coming up. For Doubt, doing a proxy Doc. This is a very forward Doc. So this looks like someone who wants to do like... Wait, what is it? Okay, so Lyra is going for a really quick uptime though. He hasn't even done a dock yet, he needs Dravidians. But Doubt is doing a very fast uptime as well, just 3 vills on wood. So this to me looks like Doubt just wants to... Hera's also doing a very proxy dock. While Hart already has a efficient ship out. Obviously with Jordan to get an amazing start. With Dravidian as ally and starting with a mule cart. Yeah, Lyra is the one with a very rough start here at the moment. I think Lyra has noticed his move. Yeah, he was trying to micro it actively earlier. He has now freed the villagers, so it's fine. But obviously she was idle for a long time there. It's not going to decide the game most likely, let's put it that way. So Hart is on the way up. I think Hart will just play water himself. But they have not identified yet that there is the proxy docks from Hart and Doubt. From Hera and Doubt. He's gonna find it now. He wants to go and do his second dock forward, and then it's gonna be, oh wait. He has to respond. He probably does his own dock here. Yeah. Again, Hart will have an advantage on this side, at least for the first couple of seconds. The good thing for Hera though is that like he has a dock in his face. So Hera could now build a new dock to the back, and he could move his fish back to the safety. And he can do demos and such, where right next to the docks of Hart. So I don't mind these dock positions. I think they're pretty good for Hera and Doubt. Lyra is about to find out that Doubt also has a proxy dock. And there you go. And Lyra is later than Doubt, so again, advantage Hart over here, advantage Doubt over here. At least in the first minute and 2. It's just gonna be... Hera, despite being Italians, they're probably expecting Hera to go full water. This means that Doubt is also giving up water. Yeah, they're both going forward on land. One proxy dock to snipe fish, and then put pressure on land. Doubt is a bit late though, and Hart sees it with Jordan Scout, so that's a bit annoying. Jordan Scout does heal. And of course Doubt runs into a bear. But this also... Ooh, third dock for Hart. This seems like a bit of an overinvestment. But now they know that, okay, land aggression is coming. So there's one fire from her. I'm surprised this is not a demo when it's about killing enemy fish. Because you're never going to win water. So you might want to just YOLO a demo to try and snipe the fish. Although Doubt is doing a fire as well. They're both taking gold. Here is long distance mining gold. So maybe they're hoping that the opponent team doesn't over-invest into water. And that they can actually win it with fires. Or like take, I don't know. You have range coming for Hera. I mean, it's going to be an awkward spot for Hart for sure. He doesn't have access to stone. He'll have to do his own range. Doubt doing a range here now. I like the idea behind Doubt and Hera's approach. But I don't think it's going to put them in a great spot. Would instantly be to defend or counter via landing. I mean, that's the thing, you have the options. You have both as an option at this point. You can now make army to defend, and the second you feel safe, you can just land your army in the enemy space. Not only that, you can land your army in your your allies' enemy's base, if that makes sense. Hart could land archers into Doubt space, which is very awkward to defend. And Lyrian, Hera and Doubt currently has 0 defense or build up that would like prevent that at the moment. Lyria has plenty of time as well to wall this off. Yeah, I think this was a bit of a strategy fail on Game Legion's side. Especially with the civs they had. This felt like maybe unnecessarily complicated. If that makes sense. 7 out of 10 strat, yeah. I don't like that Hart doesn't have any... Also the third dock seemed very overkill for Hart, but then again, you can do a massive fish boom now. I don't like that Hart doesn't have a range or barracks. He's gonna depend on just towers for defending, which feels a bit risky. because you cannot take his bears, for example. Here comes Doubt. Leary still has stone to do a counter tower, so he could be ready to do that. And he has Dravidian skirms. So Leary is completely chilling here. Doubt still doing a demo, trying to get some fish. 6 fishing ships for Leary and Hart. Hart is adding 3 more as we speak. As long as Terra doesn't have fletching, this tower could go up. But this seems like Hart could take some damage here. Like, he has to pay attention. Tower will probably go up. They might lose a vill or 2. This is very awkward. You don't need bears once it's grow. It's still like bears is super nice though to have. It's just steady, nice income. This feels overly. If Hera had fletching here, this would have been an absolute disaster for Hart. Tower will probably go up though. But Hera cannot run through right as a town center. No, Hera, come on. But he also knows that they have to do damage, right? They have to do something. In the end, Hart loses 1 villager. So this was worth it, for sure. And yeah, Lear is just defending with skirms. This game should be completely over. This was a... yeah, this was a 7 out of 10 strategy. Let's put it that way. Again, I like the idea behind what they were doing. I think execution and the timing of things was probably not correct. Maybe do a like 2-dock water play first before you do the land follow-up. Just so Hart and... because with how fast this happened, both Hart and Leary immediately knew, okay, water is already won. We just invest minimum into water and fish boom. At this point, they could have still had... the pressure could have come in 2 minutes ago still. But Hart and Leary would have both had way less fishing ships than they have right now. Now, if you look at the economy, Leary has 6,500, Hart 6,000. They're 1,000 resources ahead of their respective opponents, at least. Definitely a YOLO strat. This feels like a Doubt cooking, honestly. Looks like one as well, to be fair. Doubt's not doing stable as well. I mean, Hart is going to be cast stage first. Yeah, they're going to be behind cast stage times as well, by quite a lot. There's a transport ship for Leary, but he doesn't have killing units yet. And now the skirms are coming over here to clean up Hera as well, so... this pressure is dead. Hard is going up as well. Could just take stone and go for the Monaspa if he wants to. And Leary can now sneak the archers and land the archers into their economy. Still, there's no precaution taken for if there was a landing, both on Hera and Doubt's base. If you could want house wall there, house wall here, house wall here, house wall there. Like, if the archers were to land, they just run straight into your economy. What's best option for GL? Resign, go next game. Take it from there. Doubt wants to do a castle drop. He has 400 stone already. The castle drop from Doubt probably will work. Because Lear is going to send his army across on the ship. So question now becomes, how much damage does Doubt take from the landing? Versus how much positional advantage does the castle give him? Good thing for Lear is he has stone safe in the back. Hera is also going to do a castle drop probably. So this is now becoming a clown game for both Doubt and Hera, I think. They both have to go... castle drops and fast imp and such shenanigans. I feel like the biggest mistake Leary and Hart could make now is just play economical. They should just take the map and the initiative completely with their army. He just transported a villager to make a dock. This might be the safe play in hindsight. I'm not sure if he's expecting the castle drop. But the fact that it's... Doubt doesn't have armor on his skirms either, so Leary can deny this with archers. He can jump out with his archers alone and kill this. Because there's no armor on these guys. I'm not sure if I would trust Doubt to defend this with his micro. Yeah, this will be game. I mean, they know that they have to do something, right? So this is still the correct play by Doubt and Hera, but it's completely over here. Doubt doing a Doubt Castle. Can you believe it? Falcon is in, Crossbow is about to come in, and yeah. Maybe he needed a Seed Workshop and Seed Workshop and some Mangonel Scorpions first. Coinage as well from Heart, so Heart is just gonna sling Lyra to Imperial Age. And suddenly then you can have Cannon Gallons and such in the middle. There's the castle drop from Hera. Freaking Doubt. Here we go. Send the village. I'm trying to think here. What they could have done differently. Yeah, it's gonna be a Doubt Castle for Hera as well. It is called. With slinging in mind, there's definitely more potential for strategies like this. But I just think the idea is fine, but the execution was probably not timed correctly, if that makes sense. They needed a bit more. It needed to be cooked a bit more. Still think like maybe double dock opening just to snipe fish, make sure the fish is gone and make the opponents overinvest on water before, and then do the follow-up on land might be better, but because again they just gave them the information that water is lost right from the start. And then also the question, what's the proxy dock with just a fire ship? I think it has to be proxy dock and demo to snipe the fish. It was a bit of a weird strategy if you ask me, but so such is life. Hera should have vetoed the strat. I don't know, maybe it was Hera's strategy, right? It feels to me like a Doubt cooking, but you know. Okay, what civs did they use for this strategy? Italians, fairly quick pick. And Malians, relatively quick pick as well. But then again, it was Dravidians and Georgians from On a Wonder. So, draft order was definitely like higher priority picks for On a Wonder. YGG, what if Doubt had completed castle? He wasn't able to complete the castle. Hera lost his castle and Doubt was not able to get that castle up, so it was over. It was completely over. Do you like Cossacks? I've never played it, but I would imagine it's a good game since it's so popular. I did not have anything to do with this strategy, okay? I had nothing to do with this. I shall take zero credit for that. Don't you even dare suggesting. Pulse is auto win if you get Schlachter, Hussar, or Trample. Their weakness early game. Big bold claim there. If one of them went castle, went up, they would have continued this game. I'm not sure. But I'm thinking on that map, you can play Sling to Imp as well. And then you can do like, if you have a Civ like, you're not Wu, but I know the new Civs that have the Lu Chan. If you win the water, even with Byzantines, you sling Byzantines to Imp as a follow-up. They can make Dromons right away. Maybe even Turks on that map could have potential. Looks like Fortress is going to be the next map. Right side Fortress, that is. Looking at the Civs, I would expect Cumans possibly for Hera. Maybe Vietnamese, Turks. Could be Romans? No. Actually, I don't know. We'll find out. Hera, Leary, Heart Leary. Chinese might be a shout. Bengalis, Saracens could be good. Burgundians, Bohemians. They have a lot of options. Hindustanis. A lot of good saves for Fortress. For the Only Wonder boys. Doubt doesn't want to galley micro. Well, you don't need to make galleys there. You can make fire galleys and demos, right? Even Doubt can micro that. Gujaras. It's Turks, Cumans against Burgundians, Celts. Celts? On Fortress? I mean, Celts is a really kind of low-key a hard counter to Cumans. Imperial Age composition-wise. But Turk bomber cannons can have something to do with that. This feels like a fast imp from Hera and a big Castle Age from Doubt. Right? Doubt goes 2 TC Feudal Boom into Mass Knights, Lancer, whatever. And Hera goes fast imp with Turks and plays Bomber Cannon. Or that could be the mind game they're going to present to Only Wonder. And instead they just play like Turks Boom into Cav Archer, Bomber Cannon late game. And Cuman has Paladin. Then there's an argument that late game for Cuman Turk is better than Celts Burgundians. But I think Lyrian Heart would now expect there to be some serious aggression from Turks and Cumans here. But I think late game might even be better for Turks and Cumans. Doubt will just sling Hera. True, I have to keep in mind the slinging potential. You can go 2 TC Boom in Feudal Age and sling. But in that case, I think it's better to go 2 TC Boom into Castle Age to do Coin Age and then sling. I think that would even be better. Proxy TC from Doubt. Through the wall. Corner TC through the wall. I want to see that. Hide score dots. Ah, it looks better like that. That makes sense. Alright, Lyria 2 on wood. Heart 3 on wood. Hera 2 on wood. Doubt 2 on wood. 3 on wood. Of course, Doubt managed to make his lumber. You have so many things to do on this map that you managed to make your lumber camp 1 tile away and put 1 villager on this. Just Doubt things. It is what it is. I think if Doubt wants to go for really fast Feudal Age, he has too many on wood as well. Like you just want to have like 1 vill on wood even. If even. Just build a lumber camp and put everything on food. Maybe we can go up without. Maybe it's not a problem. You already have 250 food. Yeah, it's not a problem. You can have 3 vills, it's fine. He fixed the lumber, he did. But still 1 tile away. 1 tile gap. Could have been closer. Heart is doing both Bedax and Horse Collar. Kings are out on the field. Or the queens. Ah, okay. I guess there's queens on this map as a fun gimmick. Is it in the game? It's just through Capture Age. Oh, they have queens actually. Nice. It's the first time I see that. Nice touch. So Doubt and his what was Doubt's hidden cup name again? He was a queen. Do you need a lumber camp to go up? Barracks and mill? You don't need one, but you probably want one for wood income. Princess Yoda, it was a princess, not a queen. My bad, my bad. But yeah, I mean, having humans, it does give you a lot of potential for strategies, right? You can sling, you can go big castle edge, you can even go regular boom into imp. You can go fast castle Kipchak with after 2 TC, and then do like a second castle drop and a fast imp. A lot of potential. I think civ-wise though, the spawns are good for Only Wonder. They want Celts to be against humans. If the positions were reversed or swapped, it would have been better for Game Legion. Humans castle look great. I think just about every castle looks amazing at this point. Look at this as well, from Celts. Looks sick. Burgundian's castle looks really nice as well. And Turk's castle. If there's one thing they have nailed with this recent update was the unique castles. Looks so good. Yeah, this hill could be very... Like, this is unfortunate, let's put it that way, if you're playing against a potential fast imp. But what's to keep in mind here is that... wait, Hera's doing a very late uptime. Well, not very late, but like, it's somewhat late. I think Hart maybe went too fast up. Considering that he did eco upgrades. He might not be able to afford Castle Age. He only has 400 food in the bank. This feels like a bit of a misstep in the build from Hart. His build is kind of as if he has a regular civ, not the civ that has done eco upgrades. I don't think he'll be able to afford Castle Age anytime soon. He's even doing Bosa. Yeah, Hart will have to make 2, 3, maybe even 4 vills in Feudal Age here. Hera's going up with 25 vills, so this looks like a fast imp-ish approach by Hera, if you ask me. So yeah, could be still Sling. Very possible. Is it 1-1? That's what it says. Yeah, look at Hart. He has 400 food in the bank. Is he slinging? No way you're slinging Celts. He is slinging. Wait, what? Can someone explain to me the logic behind slinging Celts? Is it to give Leary a push in his boom? To be competitive against Cumans or what? Rams plus unique unit? No, but he took stone. He's gonna boom. Leary has taken 50 stone to make town centers. Do they value Celt's boom that high? Won't make this try, yeah. Default tax is 30%, I think, and with coinage is 20, and then banking is 0 in a regular game. But in cartographers, default tax is 50%. With coinage, I think it's 30%. Yeah, it's 50% tax. So it's just for a power boomer for Lyria? No, food and gold. Lyria could go... What is this? Lyria could go imp, but he's still... Hey? Like, yeah, if there's like an amazing civ, but Celts? What kind of cooking is this? I am also confusion. Like, you have a Turks that is going fast imp on their face, and you're slinging Celts, who is facing a Cumans, who is also potentially sling. No, he's going stable. Doubt is just playing regular Cumans. I don't know, I'm confused. Let him cook. I will let him cook. I can't explain this. So now Leary has 800 gold to work with for his boom. I don't know, guys. I'm lost on this one. I'm completely lost on this one. I know how you feel when you watch my strategies. Come on. Yeah, the feudal slinging Leary, who is booming. He has 900 gold in the bank for his boom to work with. Hera is imping. I have no explanation for this. The only, yeah, I think the only explanation is that they think like Doubt was 2TC slinging Hera. Like that Cumans is 2TC booming slinging, and therefore they think the only way to counter this would be a counter sling. I have no other explanation for this, because if you take away context, that context, this just seems so weird. Doubt is slinging Hera a little bit, to be fair, but this is like just a mini push for Hera to get like a little bit further and get going. It's not like a big full sling, it's just a mini sling. Because otherwise Doubt would have waited until his castle age to do coin age. Yeah, Celts lose against Turks with a fast imp. Or like Turks and imp as well, yes, so it's like even then. It's not like Celts beat Turks in Imperial Age. And yeah, Lyria has just been slung to make 3 TC vills. He has thousands of resources sitting in the bank, doing nothing. I have no explanation for this whatsoever. Okay, Doubt is doing a bit more heavy sling now. Surprised me that he doesn't do coin age unless he's planning to sling more. Look, if Doubt continues to sling now, I'll be confused. Unless he does coin age. He is still slinging. Wait, what? Lyria is now going imp, making wall raiders. So they want to snowball counter play on Turks fast imp with wall raiders. I mean, if they shut down Hera completely, I guess then Celts suddenly are playing against Cumans in a 1v1-ish scenario. And then Celts are looking good, but there will always be bomber cannons from Turks regardless. And it's not like Doubt has a bad economy here. This strat is still very confusing for me, but I guess it's not as silly as it may have appeared initially. It still looked very silly that Lyria was booming, 3TC booming with 1,000 gold in the bank from a sling. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is still, like, I still think Hart would have been in a way better spot if he just played regular Custelier and Castle Age here, right? Because then Hera probably wouldn't be able to get this position without a fight. Now it's just, okay, Hera has this position to chill, he can make cannons. That could even sling him Elite Janissary. Without adding a second stable. I mean, like, Elite Ward Raiders will clean this up, don't get me wrong. Janissaries, especially Castle Age Janissaries, will die quite easily to mass Ward Raiders. But if there's a meat shield from Doubt on top of that, then that's not necessarily the case anymore. Yeah, now they see the Ward Raiders. Okay, this is a great information for Doubt and Hera. Now they know that there will be Ward Raiders, so Doubt just needs to start making knights for Hera, and this should be borderline impossible for Oni Wonder. Petard? Do they think that Doubt is petarded and they can just go and snipe his king or what? Conscription and petards. It's like also repairing, but you won't have stone to repair this for a long time. I don't know. Should Hera consider hand cannons? I don't think so. Elite Wall Raider will come in. But still, yeah, Doubt just makes knights and they have a better composition against Wodes anyway. Where are the petards? They're going for a counter petard break on Hera? But I mean, Hera's king could just hide in the castle. So 2 petards is not enough to... Arson? Wait. Is this an attempt to just go king snipe? I'm so confusion. If anything, the Heart's king is the one who is in danger. Sorry, queen is the one who is in danger. And I was going to try to do it here. He has some good target firing, kills 2-3 before. And Janissers still do good damage here. They're very inaccurate, don't get me wrong. But yeah, once like Doubt can just keep adding knights as a meat shield. If there's like 10 knights in front, this would be always good for GL. This type of approach is what I would expect to see on like Silver League cartographers where like T90 is playing. But this just has seemed like a... Ooh, nice hit. This just has seemed like a complete strategy loss from the start. Worse than the last game, the Pond Arena. The Pond Arena made sense compared to this. They didn't predict the hero fast imp. Yeah, he was on the Turks on Registered Fortress. They would have never imagined. Oh, is it Doubt's turn to snipe the queen? Whose idea was this? I don't know, but I'm curious to ask. Yeah, king is down. He sends the last resources before he goes. Now he's gonna try and break with the petards and snipe the king, or what? I don't know, man. Who would have thunk a Turk's fast imp? I know, right? Oh, and he's splitting his army and running the petards right into the army of Hera. Luckily, Hera's AFK. Oh, it's open! Oh no! What's now? The king is gonna be there. I've seen a lot of bad strategies in my time. This might take the cake. The king is actually... The queen, sorry. Is actually in the TC. Okay, she's jumping in the castle. This takes the cake in weird strategies I've ever seen in my life. Again, if you bring them now on the chair in front of the investigation chair, interrogation in the interrogation chair, they might be able to come up with some rationale for this strategy. But I don't see it, man. Yeah, this doesn't even deserve a 7 out of 10 meme strategy. And they're still playing. As if like, yeah, it's still possible. I mean, villager count is the same. But 30 vills of heart are AFK. Doubt's on the way to imp now as well. They will win this even if Hera loses king. Even if Doubt loses king and Hera loses king, they should still lose this game. For being completely honest. I think they should have slung Hera for Elite Janissaries. Having Elite Janissary is night and day to regular Janissary at this point. 8 range and the instant fire. It's massive. Come back! Oh my god, it's still possible. Now he just needs to snipe 2 kings and the game is over. Why was Heart in Fuelage? Was he rushed? He was slinging. Slinging is the term used for just sending resources to the ally. Even in this game, Doubt manages to do a Doubt castle. How does he do it? Borders are buffed though, they have one more attack than compared to before. But still. Yeah, I don't know. I can't explain this game. I'm already gonna put the point on the board. Why is no GG? I don't know why Leary is playing on. I mean, the score isn't looking that bad, right? You might think that he's an imp, the others are in Castle Age. Well, actually, Hera's imp as well. But he has 16 World Raiders. He's making petards again. But yeah, I mean, I think once Doubt hits imp, it should be a clear sign this is over. I think Leary... I mean, Leary should already resign, but Doubt hitting imp will be the nail in the coffin. Remember last arena game, never call early. Well, this is even worse than that. If you lose, even now, Lear doesn't resign. Maybe he's just having fun. I can't explain it otherwise. I think Doubt and Hera should bring their queens to the army to have more fun. To like at least give the Lear the illusion that there's a chance. Danny Boy, 15 months subscription with the Prime. Thank you, Danny Boy. Danny Boy, did you win the Rage Force game earlier? I was too late to join. Lyra is doing another castle. He's legit still fighting. I mean, yes, if there was a king that would be exposed, it would be Doubts, so I can't blame him. This is why I struggle with casting. Because we have a game that is entirely, completely 100% over. And I'm still supposed to sit there and give constructed commentary on this game. At this point, this is disrespectful by Lyra to continue to play. It's crazy pop is similar. Well, Hearts still has 30 population contributing, right? Here is converting Hearts villagers. I mean, to be fair, if you have a couple of monks here, you could convert 30 vills. It's not that bad. You want the real Viper destructive commentary only? I see. Yeah, I don't understand why Lyra is still playing. I mean, Hero should be making like 2 siege workshops here and just build some cannons. Explain how the mouse motions moving towards the resign button is exciting. It's not exciting. At least not when I do it. It's only exciting when I sense my opponent is doing it. Oh, here we go. The comeback. This is where it's all gonna change. He's distracting him there and then gonna break here and snipe the king. Unfortunately, the king is in the castle. Maybe Hart is on voice, telling Lyra where the king is. Oh, he's gonna find the king. He's looking. Where's the king? Where's the king? Paladin upgrade is in. Where's the king? Where's the king? Like, he's just like, wait, Doubt. Normally Doubt's king is in the open. What is this? Okay, let's just raid. I mean, Lyra took a good fight here before Paladin comes in. But he has no siege to make a decisive blow. If you had like 4 trebs as well, and like 7 siege rams, and like 12 heavy scorpions, and 4 onagers, and 30 halbs, we could have a talk, have a discussion, but... Dimriser with the 2 months, my AB2 goat. Thank you very kindly. Flare at 4 on the pop. There should be a mod, and there probably is already, but it should be like, I think the game should be like that. If you have a teammate who disconnects or resigns, you should automatically get his population space. I feel like that would make sense. Got converted 4 vills, and he's building a TC with it. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, Lyra now. There's Paladin. Can we please move on to the next game? Lyra. 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 Lyra, please. Lyra. It would be good, it would mean Sling was more powerful. How would it be... make Sling more powerful? You sling him to 200 pop and then you resign so he gets another 200 pop? Maybe. Not a petard play. This time it's gonna work. Oh boy, oh boy. He's sending more monks. They were not intended to convert rollers. He wanted to convert vills. So that's kind of rude by Lyra to kill the monks. Elite Janissary. Is there anything cool new Capture Age has done? Any new mods or things? It's the best of 5 or best of 7? It's best of 7. I guess when I don't show the dots, you don't see it. It's best of 7. By the way, this is the 2-1. Oops. this is this point. It is 1-1 currently, but it will be 1-2. Man, Janissers look cool now. They look like queens as well from the back. What? Already? Why so early? Early resign, guys. Alright, let me get the hell out of this game. That's one of the weirdest games I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee. I need a coffee after that game. Sorry, so you want constructive, respectful commentary? This is not the place. If I see bullshit, I'm gonna call bullshit. I'm commenting as a colleague, annoyed colleague. I'm not commenting as I'm a caster. I'm supposed to present these players in a positive light and show the game from the best possible angle. Or I'm commenting as an annoyed colleague that is confused. Okay. The game has not started yet, so I'm going to take a quick break, grab a coffee, and then when I'm back, we should be able to watch the game. They have to have done it on purpose. Who knows at this point? All right, I'll be back. Oh, okay, you place it, and then you get the outline where you choose where it goes. Okay, let's just... where do I want it to go? I want it to go from here into his town center. Okay. Let's try there, see what happens. Whoa, wait, what? I did not expect that finish. Holy shit. That'll be it for me today. Before I head off, guys, it's been a tricky year for a lot of us, obviously. And so if you've had a rough year, hopefully everything will look up and things become better going forward. So yeah, with that said, I would like to, for next year, I want to perform better in tournament. I want to keep up a good performance in tournaments. Win a few, you know, maybe some of the big ones. I really want to win Red Bull for next year. I want to also push my YouTube content a little bit better towards varied content within Age of Empires. Well-edited videos with good content, pretty much, within Age of Empires. Well, Happy New Year to all of you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this year with me. It's obviously not the same without you guys. So thank you so much for watching this whole year of 2020. I really, really appreciate all the support throughout the year. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you next year. My teeth will be oh, wait. No! 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 No!
What percent? Danik?
No, 99, man! Oh my god! It's 99, man.
Whenever you're interacting with me, you always come up with the best you can.
My intelligence increases by talking to you.
Yeah. When I play 1v1 against you, like in King of the Desert, I was like, what the fuck? No chance. And I was playing insanely well. And then I see you playing against someone else, I'm like, what a noob.
Does he have elite yet? Still doesn't have elite. I'm diving for his trap now. It was a pretty nice zone off by me, if I may say so myself. Holy shit! What? How good are they? What? Wow! Like what? Wow! I don't even have the upgrade, man. Shit. What? Insta convert, man. What is that?
Body of iron, harden his body.
Oh.
Harden.
Oh, wait.
He's hard.
Oh, it's gonna work.
It's gonna work. They weren't ready for the hard monk.
Now we don't get to see the fight.
What fight?
Exactly. Like they have the same wood, even though Celts have big bonus, right? Therefore, he has less spells on wood.
That goes for the Teutons farmers, but not for the Celt wood income. If thing is cheaper, yes. If the income is faster, no.
What are you talking about? Of course it works that way. So if Madrid needs less bills on wood,
in order to collect the same amount of wood as Jordan.
Wish us luck. I have no idea where the hell this is gonna go. Wait, he has heresy as well. Oh, I'm not repairing! Take the trips, take the trips, take the trips, take the trips! Oh, I forgot to repair my town. I'm dead. I'm alive! I'm alive! I'm dead. I'm alive! Wait, is he missing? I feel like I should be taking more damage there. Oh my god. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Oh, I almost trapped him. Ah! Shit! Oh! Got him!
Not hitting. Ha!
He took 13 seconds.
Quick wall, that's me now.
13 seconds, quick wall.
Call me Mr. Quick Wall. Call me Mr. Quick Wall.
Even quick walls, Doubt manages to do slow. They are just walls, exactly. He's just walling.
Who's real?
Retro Ball Bar, thanks for hitting 2 years with the Prime. Very kind, thank you very much. Stranded. Berbers Chinese against Mongols Romans. Failed to download. Why is that? Do you have to restart or what? Oh, it works. Not GL TheViper. 5 months. Thank you so much. Are those compilations of fun moments on YouTube? Kind of sporadically spread out on like monthly highlights and shorts, but not all of them. No, and yeah, no, there's no. It's not posted as like one big compilation. No. How's life in Tiny's Neck? Tiny's Neck is doing great. Life is good, and we're traveling to Norway in 3 days. I'm very excited for that. So, I'm. Tomorrow we're gonna make all the final preparations in terms of packing and such, because we have the grandparents coming over to watch the little one for the day, and we can I can prepare all the YouTube content needed for while I'm gone. Need to do some editing as well, and then I'm good to take a vacation. Can't wait. Will we see you in Jordy versus Hare and Doubt? Unlikely. It's a fair flight and travel to Norway. We're not flying, we're driving. We're doing a road trip. So we have like a road trip of like, we go through Denmark, Sweden, and then drive through Norway. So we're making a bit of a road trip out of it. It should be a lot of fun. Dude, you're like a fixture in my home. My wife has zero idea about this game, but she knows who you are. Nice. Lyria with Chinese, Heart with Berbers. Why is Heart's town centers? No, oh, I thought it was late. It's not. How many buffaloes are there? I wonder if it's worth it to run around to get buffaloes. There are 22 idle buffaloes, or Gaia buffaloes. Definitely will be worth it, probably, to send a villager to run around. Between Twitch, YouTube, and tourney prizes, what's your main and most stable source of income as a pro player? I would say it used to be... Actually, no, it's probably been Twitch historically, the whole time. I think YouTube, you could argue maybe it would be YouTube if not for the fact that I've had Tirami's work for me, right? So YouTube income has been split with an editor, right? While Twitch income has not. So probably Twitch historically for me has been the most consistent long term. But I think if I was doing YouTube by myself only, but then you could argue that YouTube content wouldn't have done as well historically as well. I don't know, it's hard to say. YouTube and Twitch is definitely more consistent than Tourney prize pool. Tournament prize pool is also like, it depends on your performance, right? And you're not guaranteed to win or do well in every tournament. I wonder how taxes work for streamers. It's not that complicated. I mean, it was very new a couple of years ago. When I lived in Norway, I definitely had to do some research and contact the authorities and such, like how I'm supposed to tax everything in Norway. Essentially, in the end, it becomes you're kind of viewed as an arts performer kind of thing. So they tax you in that regard. But here in Germany, I'm not sure if I have like a... I'm titled as a video creator or something. Esports streamer creator thing is my title in Germany. But yeah, essentially all my income is taxed. Everything I get from Twitch, YouTube, tournament prizes is all taxed as regular income, I believe. In Green Heaven, thanks for 6 months. Namaste to you as well. Didn't GL win game 1? Yes. You're right. Fixed. So, look at the situation right now. We have 20 vils versus 18 for everyone else. So, Chinese is roughly 2 vils ahead. Slightly, just about the same fuelage time as well. Woodline for Lyra is quite... What if it's worth it to even go there? Maybe it's better to just do a lumber camp here and take this wood in the opening. Depends how they want to play, of course. But, yeah. This is like a lot of walking time. You will have a stronger foothold here, though, as the game goes on, which is more important long term. Looks like a second dock coming up for Leary. You have Doubt with Romans going very quick up as well. Hera doing a bit slower uptime, but he's Mongols, so Hera's gonna go fast castle and most likely do Lancers. Oh wait, this is without the yurt. No, not yurt. The what's it called? The junk. So there is no trade income. So you are depending on mining gold yourself. What about Facebook? Yeah, it was the same. Like all my income ever from streaming in Germany at least has been taxed the same. I think in Norway as well. Everything is just taxed as regular income. Prize money, YouTube, donations, everything falls under the same umbrella as income for the streamer, the creator, whatnot. So it's double production galley for Heart, double galley for Lyri. At the moment, Heart and Lyri are playing this as a Grush map. Doubt is going galley as well. He will have extra armor as Romans. But Hera is doing a straight fast castle. Looks like market blacksmith as well, not barracks stable. Market. He does have plenty of buffalo still as well to eat the remaining food. I mean, he already has 1,000 food in the bank. There's still a rhino here that they are not aware of, but if the rhino moves, he'll walk into their vision. Then Hera will get another rhino to eat. Market blacksmith. I mean, I imagine it is going to be like barracks stable forward in siege. Heart is already stonewalling, doing a barracks as well. Triple dock for Lyri. For my YouTube, I got TDS before coming to... What is TDS? I feel like more and more YouTubers are switching to Twitch as their main income source due to YouTube always lowering ad gains for creators. I feel like that's the other way around. I think on Twitch, it's like... I mean, ads are fine, but it's like you're forced to play so many ads. Hera losing his fish here. I mean, Doubt should not overcommit on water, because he will lose water in the end. He's playing 2v1 on water. Doubt Twitch would do TDS. What is TDS? On my YouTube, I got TDS before coming to bank account. Ah, tax deducted at source. Ah, okay. I mean, Germany and Norway both had a tax treaty, or has tax treaties with where my income is coming from. So, like, in Doubt's case, for example, his income from Twitch is being taxed in the US before he receives it in Serbia. because Serbia and US don't have a tax treaty. While in Germany and Norway, I receive 100% on my Twitch income before, like it doesn't get taxed in US. We're stable here for Hard as well, but yeah, Hard is not even up yet. I have a double stable Lancer. Oof, this is a massive investment of stone walls. If there's a hole anywhere, it could be a disaster for them. I mean, there's not even enough stone in the bank to fully stonewall this. Look, you want to wall the rest of this map with stone walls? After this, he only has 20 stone left. This is still open. Obviously, they won water immediately, so economically they're in a pretty good spot. They could do a sling here. Is Doubt gonna sling? Doubt might sling as well. He only has a market, no blacksmith. Yeah, Doubt is slinging here. Forward siege. It might even make sense for Leary to sling Heart. Because Heart is Berbers, he can mass a lot of units. And I mean, this house is not gonna last a long time. And then Hera is through and the gold is exposed. Heart looks like he's in big trouble. You see no crypto tax in Germany? I think in Germany there's like, if you have owned the crypto for a certain amount of time, it won't be taxed. You cannot trade back and forth crypto and not have it taxed. But I think... Oh, it's still open. You should be able to secure this though, but yeah, it's still open. I think if you own the crypto like over a year, you don't have to pay tax. 1 year, yeah, for it to be tax free, yeah. Micro nerd. Megano is now there, so Heart. I mean, he's almost castless. He might be fine here. He just needs some camels because there are no monks. The monastery is at home for Hera. He's going to take deer. I feel like Heart should be fine here. But I think Leary... Ooh, Leary is in trouble. Where did he get in? Where is it open? Sorry, I have to go back and find out. That's so painful. Well, this is gonna be tricky. It's very, very annoying to deal with this situation. But again, the fact that Hera has army split now is maybe good, because Heart has a way better chance of like just stabilizing quickly with some cows and some knights. Monks are just picking up relics. So yeah, maybe Heart should even send these camels over to to Leary right away. Leary's going to Castlage instead of slinging. This could backfire. Doubt is still full slinging. Yeah, I definitely prefer Heart in Leary's position though. Yellow player with a hole, I see a latte. It's not a hole if you don't wall. I'm just not walled. That doesn't count as a hole. I thought if you're an American citizen or live there, you need to pay forever to Uncle Sam. So I doubt exactly paying. Ooh, this should be a cleanup for Heart. Let's be careful here. It could take a lot of damage. Yeah, good micro by Heart there. And that kind of shuts down any advantage that Game Legion had. So now Only Wonder is just in an amazing spot. I think Leary lost a couple of vills here. Yeah, he definitely lost some vills there. Not a village down. Hera's killed a couple of vills, but Heart has stabilized and Heart has Berbers. And Leary will be Castlage as well. Then again, if Doubt stops slinging and goes imp, maybe they're still fine here. I think Leary, Heart and... Oh god, can't talk. Hera and Doubt cannot continue to play this as a soul. I'm just gonna full sling and 1v2 these guys. This is probably gonna be crossbow from Leary, because I mean, to be honest, I rarely see Leary play Cow Archer. Give us Eco KD. It just shows KD. Oh, Eco KD. 10 kills for Hera. Leary has lost 7. Nice block here. What I want to see is resources collected. 10,000. Yeah, they're on a Wonder is in a great spot here. Good reaction by Hart as well. Didn't lose a will there. Oh, this could be... Oh, I think it should have come from the top. Then there's 2 monks. So yeah, they're definitely... Doubt and Hera are still playing this as a snowball, where they need to win the game with Hera's army. Otherwise, Hera probably couldn't justify being so aggressive with these Lancers. I mean, they're still not out of the water. Hera could definitely snowball Hart here. Hart only has 9 camels. These are Mongol step Lancers with 3 monks. Okay, Leary is playing Cow Watcher. Yeah, once there's suddenly like 10 plus Cow Watchers as well in the mix, it's gonna be tough. Oh, Hera should commit here. This should be a full commit. Just commit, take the fight. I think he has to. Well, again, Hera and Doubt are on a timer. They have to win the game soon. They're falling further and further behind the longer the game goes. Do you agree that Snowball is Jail's best chance? Yes. That's what I just said. They need to win the game now, essentially. Leary wants to snipe the monks. Hart wants to not fight yet, because the numbers are still dangerous for Hera. 18 Lancers. Ballistics and Bloodlines coming in for Leary as well. Yeah, the issue is when the numbers will start increasing here for Leary. Once we're talking 15, 20 Cow Watchers, it's going to be very hard for Hera to micro this. What is snowball? If you think about the snowball coming down a mountain, it gets bigger and bigger as it rolls, right? Essentially, that's the logic there. That you want to have one big army that just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and it becomes too big to handle for the opponents. Yep, they're just constantly dancing. Oh, I'm not sure if this is good for Hart in the end. Yeah, he probably has to back off. But yeah, what Hart and Leary needs to do now, I think they shouldn't take a fight yet. They probably can, because it's still camels and counter units. But this could still be a decent trade for Hera. But as long as they clean up the monks, they're still in a great spot here. Yeah, the Lancer Snowball is gone. And yeah, Hart, Hera and Doubt are officially dead. The most important army now for Only Wonder as well is the Cow Watchers, and the Cow Watcher numbers are now the mass. There's not a really comeback potential I see anymore. Doesn't feel like it anyway. But Lancers are cool, that is true. Let me mod you, Santa Driver. Not sure why I haven't modded you before. Ban. Oh, I can ban you as well. Oh. What's with 7 out of 10 strats? I think the fact that slinging is involved, or that slinging is a possibility, makes a lot more of these types of games happen, right? Where you take these risks to go fast castle and get a sling. Do you guys prefer that or not? Like, you would have never seen this type of approach in a regular game. Maybe you see the fast castle Lancers, but like the Doubt just stays in Feud Legend slings would have not been allowed in most other tournaments. Not sure what you guys prefer. Yo. Why did you come to Germany? For love. How's your wrist been doing, Viper? It's the same as it has been the last couple of years. I have found a situation where it's stable. It's not getting better, but it's not getting worse either. It's just as it always is, where it's like, it is a nuisance, I feel it, it can be annoying at times, but it doesn't prevent me from playing like I did before. I mean, I still cannot play as much as I probably would want, but I could theoretically play 5, 6, 7 hours a day and not feel like I'm dying, you know. If I love your YouTube videos, please upload more Rage videos. I upload as much Rage as I can. And yeah, thank you. Glad you like them. I will upload every Rage game I play if it's worth uploading. How's the house situation going? We're not talking about it right now. We're being happy right now. Yeah, that was just a Heron Doubt went for a YOLO strategy. I mean, the question here is, if you're going for this approach, why does Doubt go Galley? Maybe they're hoping that either Leary or Hart would play land, and in that regard, Doubt will be a 1v1 on water. In which case you wonder, why would you ever put Doubt 1v1 on water against anyone? So if this was the approach, then maybe just go sling right away. Why does Doubt make 2 docks and make 5, 6, 7 galleys? Feels like that didn't accomplish anything, right? He just lost the army straight up. I watch at least one of your YouTube Rage videos daily. Sick. I appreciate that. Will you do any more Viper trolls again? Not in the same style, no. I mean, I do a lot of, in quotes, trolling where I play stupid stuff in general. But the style of like Viper trolls where I went undercover, it doesn't really work anymore. Because I'm streaming and it's usually people figure it out. So it's not really possible anymore the way it was before. Unless I don't stream, but then the risk is that I'm playing off stream for hours and hours and don't manage to get a good video out of it. Then it's not worth it at all. I tried it before, but I played like, I was guess 4 or 5 hours of Age. I had nothing to show for. Every game was bad. Sling is so bad, it's either super OP or just lose, but as a viewer, it sucks to watch. So you don't like it. I feel people have different opinions on that. Some people like it because it adds different options in terms of strategy, and some people really dislike it. I wish people would stop asking about the house. If you've ever had something hanging over you that makes you anxious, the last thing you want is to be thinking about it when you can't do anything. I don't really mind though. I mean, I have talked about it on stream, so I've kind of brought it upon myself. Also, it's not something that is making me anxious or stressing me out. It probably stresses my lady out more than me, but it's obviously frustrating and annoying. And it's got a lot of extra costs going into it and a lot of lawyer fees coming up as well. So again, not anxious, not necessarily stressed, but I think that's just how I am as a person. I don't really stress about things or get anxious, but it's obviously frustrating and annoying. But I obviously understand why people come in and ask about my kid and about the house, because I have talked about it on stream in the past. Why are people wanting more trolls? We've just seen 4 games of trolling strats. Kind of. Sling is fun for me as a viewer. Yeah, I can see that. Maybe I love you, to be honest. Thank you, both checks. I don't know you personally, so I can't say that I love you. But I'm sure you're a stand-up guy or girl. There will be a balanced tax to make Sling game like 25% or so. But that's the thing, they probably want to a certain level, de-incentivize or discourage slinging. And then you're like, what's the right balance there? We have seen Sling work as well. But we've also seen things like not work. It's usually very extreme in one way or another. So I understand where you're coming from in that regard. Okay, what do we have now? We have Chinese and Berbers win, right? Against, with Cumans and Turks won as well. We had Celts and Burgundy. Okay, they were super late picks from Leary and Hart. Still doesn't explain their strategy. Romans lost and Mongols lost. Oof, lost with one of the top picks. That hurts. You also love me, but you need to know I reciprocate though. Sorry, can't do that. Grüße aus Nordhessen. Grüße aus...
Hope all is well with you and family.
Nordsachsen. Yo, AV2JB, my oldest fan. The €15 donation. Thank you very much. Everything is going as good as it should here. I appreciate that a lot and hope everything is well with you and yours as well. Thank you so much. Can anyone else claim to be older than AV2JB? He has multiple times claimed to be my oldest fan. He's born in 63, which makes him 62 years old, right? Do we have anyone else that can claim to be older? Or is he lying? 61. Okay, he's 61. Do we have anyone older than 61 in chat? You've been my fan for the longest. Does that count? Growing up, I didn't feel like you were my fan, to be fair, Silver Girl. You were 74. And that's the thing. Now I think people will lie and troll. No person on the internet with Prime connected to their account is 74. You wouldn't know how to do it as a 74-year-old. Okay, AV2JB, I think you have the record still. You're 58. That I could believe. Yeah, Silver is my sister, not mom. My mom is not a real fan. She discouraged me from playing Age of Empires. My dad was always in favor because he liked Age of Empires as well. My mom was always a bit skeptical about it. And here we are. My mom, 70, has Amazon Prime only because she keeps accidentally adding it to basket and subscribing. Yo, tell her to use it on my channel, Enigma. My uncle's around 74 and he loves Age of Empires. Sick.
Sweet.
What's sweet? Oh, the answer to the question, I guess. Yo, AO2GB, another 10 euro donation. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Are we casting or playing Rage? I wouldn't mind playing some Rage, but there's no lobby right now. So we're covering the cartographer set. Oh, they started. I missed the game completely. What is this? Okay, it's Valley of Kings. I think we might have another sling game on our cards, on our hands. No, it's best of 7. This is not decider. Okay, AW2JB, you still have the oldest fan title. Congrats. Alright, we have Heart with Koreans. No, Heart with Bengalis and Lear with Koreans. Against Doubt with Vietnamese and Hera with Byzantines. This screams skirmishers all the way. Except we see Doubt with an instant rush. Oh my god, I'm gonna hear the chicken all the game, aren't I? Am I not? Yeah. I mean, there's no loom here. They don't see it yet. Now they should see it. Heart does run, gets the quick wall there. This should be safe as well. I mean, trushing though on a map where there's a castle. Is this really a thing? We just do a range here, play archers. Corner hit. Did the corner hit. Fix the woodline here because they were kind of getting stuck on each other. Hera is fuel age, doing double range. With Byzantines, he's not on gold, so it's going to be full skirms from Hera. So Doubt is doing a drush into what? Taking gold. It could just be a drush flush. Seems like it. Might even do him in arms. Leary. No. No way you don't know about this. No way you don't know that there are Gaia units that will attack you outside. I think he realized. Oh my god, that would have been so funny though. That would have been so good. Yeah, okay, he's safe. Leary is doing a fast castle, guys. They're taking a book out of the other Animara players, Louis and freaking Andy. So Mark at Blacksmith. He's taking a bit of stone as well, so he can do defensive towers if needed. But Hart should be able to defend this opening. This is where Drush actually backfires. Now it gives them some initiative on the map, but it means that the power spike comes later. It's gonna give Leary more time to get his fast castle going. So in hindsight, you can argue that this is not necessarily gonna be good for Doubt and Hera. But Doubt is fast casting himself behind this. And maybe Hera goes sling after this. Maybe Heart goes sling. That's what I feel like often you see feudal opening into sling in some regards. So you might not want to play against the full skirms Byzantine So I feel like Hart might be just... He might just go into full sting after the opening here. Let Leary try to carry with wagons and siege. They have rocket carts. Rocket carts should be sick here. The militia could still get value though. Leary is exposed. Looks like he's paying attention though, yep. I mean, Leary could easily wall this as well, so Hera should not be able to get here if Leary just puts 2 houses down. Blacksmith actually, so no sling. He's gonna go fletching. At least no sling for now. Scout does get bonus damage against skirms actually. It's pretty solid. But even this, like just a trade-off of army is not good for Hera either. Because Leary is about to be Castle Age. I mean, Doubt's going Castle Age as well, but he can make Rattan Archers. I would prefer wagons, I would say. Ooh, the tower could have been one-tapped. Scoreboard is bugged? Oh yeah. So, wagon and seed bookshop. So it's gonna be rocket carts. Well, this is some damage though for Hart, especially once the militia come in. Surprised Doubt didn't do man arms here. Luckily, no, Hera does have fletching. Oh, Hart could lose a lot of vills here. He has to full commit. When I say a lot of vills, he could lose like 2. He has lost 1 vill. Oh, it stops at 1. Doubt is doing fletching, so I mean, it looks like Rattan Ushers, right? But then again, would you rather have Rattan Ushers or War Wagons? War Wagons and Rocket Carts seem a lot better. That's sloppy by Hart, losing another vill. Might even lose another one. Like, he has a tower there, he doesn't have to lose any units here. Or any vills anymore. Does Leary know how to micro the rocket carts though? They're a bit awkward. That was just adding town center. Interesting. War Wagon dies to feud their skirm. Margugo, you have to realize that not everyone micros like you. So other people don't necessarily lose Castle Age units to feudal age units. You cannot just assume that everyone micros similar to you. I have to say that Hart has lost a couple extra vills more than he should. Like, there's not gonna be another villager down. Ooh. Oh, nice hit by Leary there. I feel like Hart lost like 3 or 4 vills more than he needed to. Which is a bit sloppy. Okay, who starts slinging now? Yeah, Rattan Archers have 40 HP versus 150. It's not really a fair fight. And currently they have the same armor until Doubt does the second +2 armor. Wagons are just far superior here. They cost more, but they are far superior. Margugo said feudal skirms beat a wagon. Let's see. Okay. There was no loom for Hera, so Leary could have ran straight across to the woodline here. Or to Hera's base as well. Only lost because of the hill. To be fair, it was also 2v1. Market? He is buying food though. Honestly? A stable from Hart? Make a couple of... no. Disaster. Man! They have no armor? Rocket cars suck. It died to feudal skirms. Did you mistype, Margot? Were you trying to say rocket carts instead of wagons? I would forgive you for that. Actually, it was a typo. Feudal skirms killing wagons? Margugo knows. Oh, doubt. Okay. Rocket cart. I mean, I don't know why Leary is taking this fight though. This is clearly going to be a poor trade unless there is siege next to you. So it's a bit confusing. But yeah, rocket cards are super weak against skirms. I'm surprised. Why is Lyria fighting here without repairs? Okay, that's why. That was an instant caster's curse. Okay, explains it. Sorry, sorry for asking. Okay. University now. I mean, economically, GL is still in a way better spot. What I think they should do is a second seed workshop and make more rocket cards. But again, Rat Archers can also kill rocket cards easily, given how the low armor and HP of the rocket card. But then again, without diving in here to snipe rocket cards, I'm not sure if that fills me with confidence. 34 to 39 vills. So Hart did lose quite a few vills. And Lyria is 8 vills, 9 vills behind Doubt right now. So it feels like Onimaru, Wonder, Oni Wonder has to make something happen. Should Doubt get his own siege? Do you really want to give Doubt another unit to Micro? I'm not sure. That makes sense. I'm surprised we don't see slinging though. Hera surely knows. Like even slinging Hera to imp here with Byzantines, like Doubt could just idle send all his resources for like 3 minutes, and suddenly Hera is Imperial Age with Byzantines, right? Ooh. I'm also surprised that Hart is just not slinging Lyria in this case. I don't know. It's a very fragile game though for both sides. Yeah, he got back safely, so all good. Lyria doesn't have a lot of numbers. Ooh. 7 wagons only. Elite Skirm. Yeah, this is going to be very tough for Lyria. Hart is doing so. They're going to have Mangonel and Rocket Cart. That could be dangerous. Siege. No, Monastery, but into Siege, rather. Still feels like Oni Wonder has to make something happen here. Game relation is the comfort. Is in a comfortable spot right now. So it's going to be Siege Monk follow-up by Hart. Mangonel Rocket Card OP. Doubt's just gonna go for counterattack, isn't he? Yeah, this is gonna be good. Gets at least 1 vil, 2 vils. Yeah, Oni Wonder is completely relying on a snowball in terms of army fights. Doubt's now just using mobility. He has ballistics as well on these rat archers, so he can one-tap any villager he sees. So Lyria is going to lose a lot of vills here, and suddenly they have to run home to defend, and this is just amazing for Game Legion. Because, yeah, they need to defend. They cannot continue the attack, and they need to attack. So full disaster for Oni Wonder right now. And he loses the Mangonel here, Hart did. Might even lose another one. Yep, one good trade still for Hera and Doubt. And now it's just borderline over. This has been probably the most standard game, but also this is now the most one-sided game as well at this point. This was the game probably where it would have made sense to start slinging, and then they didn't sling. Maybe not sense either. I think it was very sloppy still by Hart to lose so many vills here. He had saved, like, it was obviously good pressure by Hera, don't get me wrong. But like Hart had a tower there. He could have kept garrisoning these villagers, but he didn't for some reason. Maybe he was distracted elsewhere, but yeah. This is the second time now we've seen Fast Castle approach Lewis here, but I felt like Lewis and freaking Andy was in a way better spot with their Fast Castle. I also think the Drush from Doubt didn't really accomplish too much. So again, I still felt like Lyria and Hart was probably in a pretty good spot here. Wonder if Lyria can just add like Seed Workshop, Rocket Cart, 2-3 wagons, and just boom. And just drop 2-3 TCs. And you can play defensive towers into Sling or what, anything. This map, honestly, I think has a lot of strategy potential. Like there could be a lot of cooking done on this map. But I'm not in the tournament, so no point for me to cook. Might Margugo to cast? No. I am chilling. You had to go full army after Heart's opening, probably. Considering the Heart was in a disaster spot, yeah, but Leary kind of did that, right? But he wasted his first rocket card against Feudal Age skirms. And maybe Leary didn't know that skirms kill wagons as well. I think Leary could have tried to make like a forward tower and make like 2-3 Leary should have taken stone and done tower rush with rocket cards. That would have been the play. Not wagons. You make 2-3 wagons just to get some army on the field, but you go for full tower rush with rocket cards. And then you get slung for fast imp. Yes. Now we're cooking. Then that would have potential. Right. That was Vietnamese win with Byzantines win. So a very late Byzantine pick. Koreans lose with Bengalis. 2 early picks for Only Wonder. So very good situation there for GL. Okay, what civs are remaining now? Persian, Armenians, Japanese, Gujaras, Goth, Aztecs. Persians, Vikings, Saracens, Bohemians, Hindustanis, Lithuanians. So we have Golden Lakes and Sumatra left. Armenians is definitely for Sumatra. Vikings is for Sumatra. Otherwise, they have flexibility. Probably Lithuanians, Golden Lakes. No, maybe Lithuanians is Sumatra actually. Persians might be Golden Lakes. So it might be like Persians, Hindustanis for Golden Lakes. Lithuanians, Vikings. I don't know. We'll find out soon. I think for GL it's probably Gujaras. Armenians is Sumatra. They could be teamed up with Japanese. And then Persians, Gujaras for Sumatra. What GL could also do is, knowing that they're up 3-2, they could be like, okay, we're just going to pick the top 2 civs for Sumatra, which will be Persian and Armenians. And then they can do Japanese Gujaras on Golden Lakes, or even Goth. Aztecs could also be good on Sumatra. But we'll see. What if slinging is shown globally? Oof. You're right, that is a crazy idea. I don't think I like that. You want to be able to still try to sneak in a hidden sling. At least not have it be like revealed immediately. I don't know, it depends on how slinging is in. Each tournament will implement slinging differently, right? It's very tricky to say what the right balance is. Persians, Saracens. So Saracens will play archers, Persians will play cavalry, which means they have Vikings, Lithuanians for Sumatra if they get to the decider. While GL is... They have to restart, I guess. While GL, I didn't see what they used, so I can't say. Japanese, Persians. Which means they have either Gujaras, Goth or Aztecs. All 3 could be played on Sumatra. It could be Bohemians even on Sumatra. Viking Bohemians could be a shout. It would be great to see Sling and team though. Like someone asked Res. Oh yeah, I agree with that. That would be a good shout. That you can see the resources being slung. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. Maybe they should. That's a really good shout. I think that would be a really nice quality of life feature. Swipe not playing this tournament. I did, but then I teamed Taro. Mistakes were made. Wait. Oh yeah, I thought it was okay. Persian, Saracens, Persian, Japanese. I mean, Japanese is nice. You can play cow archer and have bonus damage against crossbow. We all know Lyra will play crossbow. But Imperial Age here should be far better for Saracens, Persians if it gets there. We have seen this map as well. Middle control is massive. A lot of gold there. If Doubt wins this tourney, Tattoo and Viper will be exposed to endless doubt banter. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Yeah, with that in mind, actually, I'm cheering for the other team. Who are the other teams in the tournaments? This is a semi-final. ACCM, Slam, and Luxio. And look at this quarterfinal. 3-2, 3-2. That's sick. And this one is also 3-2. Crazy quarterfinals. Let's hope Hart and Larry wins. Yeah, because now that you made me think about it, I don't want Doubt to have that banter over us. But yeah, 2 great teams in the other semifinal as well. Is this? Oh, this is happening after this set. That's wild. Hope ACCM is fine playing this late, unless they're playing recorded games. I'm not sure if this is live or not. Yeah, I probably won't cast this. That will be a bit late for me in that case. Why are they restarting, by the way? What's wrong? I would love to see ACCM and Slam win. That would be really cool. Nightmare for servers was, yeah, it is. Canada and Vietnam usually playing against European players as well. I can see that being quite rough. Wait, what? Any hints or news on possible next Red Bull? Not to my knowledge. Usually Red Bulls are... How to say? I mean, Red Bulls have been happening lately, like every 2 years-ish. But we should just count our blessings. Every Red Bull tournament we have had has been insane, right? The fact that Red Bull has still been a part of Age of Empires so long. We should be very thankful for that as well. So we can just hope that there will be more Red Bull tournaments. Obviously, the last one I knew about a bit before because I was invited. So I imagine if I would be invited for another Red Bull, I would also hear about it. But you will also know even if I knew anything, I couldn't talk about it anyway. So you can't trust whatever I say, no matter what. Count out all you did was sling Hera. True, I could do that. But then again, Doubt hasn't slung Hera that much. This set, has he? Oh, he did. Romancing with Mongols. Was there any other sets? Was there? Oh yeah. Also when he was Cumans. Yeah, true. I have that in case Doubt wins and Hera wins. I could use that one. I like that one. Thank you. It's nice to see Slam is doing well even when he's playing casually. Yep. It's a nice team as well, right? Slam ACCM. The Apartment Cup was the last great tournament for you. Nilly Apartment Cup or the previous NEC? As in like Noble Apartment Cup. There's a difference there as well now. You think the lack of competition in S-tier tournaments could discourage sponsors' interest or investment in future tournaments? I think sponsors could not care less about the competition. They care about viewer numbers and watch hours and how it impacts their sponsored money. If suddenly the competition that Hera is winning most of the things means that viewership is suffering, then sponsors would certainly care. But sponsors don't care about the competition itself. If that makes sense. Okay, so we have potential for lake competition. Leary is going for back lake with Saracens. Hart is going for proxy lake with Persians, and he's going to be against Doubt. They're going to be in the same lake. Hera is going for back lake with Japanese. So this will be interesting then to see how this plays out. I think hosts have a big responsibility in creating lore around each tournament to keep the hype around who's going to beat Hera. Lore. 3 days in a row watching Viper. What am I forgetting? I don't have free time. Looks like Lyra wants to sneak and see if he can find a dock, but yeah, Hera has walled the vill in and is already docking, so he should be safe there. Lore is probably not the word. No, I know what you mean. It's the storyline, right? Building the storyline around it. It's not necessarily the host responsibility alone either, right? But I get what you mean. So it's probably going to be fairly standard here until they go to Feudal Age. Doubt and Heart both know that they're both in this pond. So that could be quite important to who wins this game. Also, this pond is up for grabs, right? So if Lyri or Hera could sneak down here and get extra fish, it could also be good long term. Look at the unfairness though and the spawn in general. This is what I don't like about certain water maps sometimes. If Lyri was to dock here versus if Hera was to dock here, the amount of fish that Lyri would have like right next to his dock compared to the other side is just such a big difference, right? And this is also like this fish spawn is horrible compared to here, compared to here, even compared to there a little bit. All those fish are so far away from the dock. I'm back. What's the score? Oh god, this bugged again. It's like this, right? This 3-2 for game edition currently. I don't remember fish spawns being so awkward in the OG, but maybe I'm just all... The thing with OG fish spawn, there was usually just so much fish. It wasn't really balanced at all. It could be horrible, but usually it was a lot of fish. So you never really got the feeling that your fish was unfair. Double dock for both Doubt and Heart here. Uptime is slightly faster for Heart. How's performing the team? Doubt carrying? Of course, Doubt is carrying. Heart should wait for Feudal Age here. Oh, he doesn't have to. He will win this fight for sure. Hera with 4 fish. Lyra with 5. Barak. A little bit late Barak here for Lyra, but he was able to steal 2 sheep. Hera. He was stealing 2 sheep from Lyra, so that's a nice win there. It's just gonna be ranges from both Hera and Lyra. So it's pretty much a mirror matchup at this point. No Barak, just full water for Heart and Doubt, and full archers for Lyri and Hera. When are you gonna call it and go bald? Ooh, 3rd dock from Heart. I don't know yet. Doubt only with 2 fishing ships as well. Obviously it's kind of happening by natural, but like I said, I still have a potential to save myself. I still have a good thick hair in the back. I could still go to Turkey or even just do it in Germany. I could still save myself. Go for the monk cut. I need to do it for content though, right? I need to do a stream where it's like donation goal or sub goal if I want to go bald. Like, might as well give it, take advantage of the situation, you know. Can have the hair like Ter Stegen. I don't recall how he looked like. I know what he looks like, but I don't know how he has his hair, if that makes sense. Doubt being sneaky. Doubt is kind of giving up water. He doesn't know there are 3 docks. Ooh, unless he just wants to get a massive hit. Trade-off there. It's a good trade-off for Heart. Looks very good for Heart and to win the water at the moment. Doubt cannot repair. He's gonna blame Nilly there. Even then, 3 fires out damage. Okay, water is 1 in favor of Heart already. Which means Doubt has to do a barrack. Heart will do a barrack. And we just have archers still being queued up for both Lyri and Hera. Lyri doing market before blacksmith, so he's thinking about the castle age time. 5 fish versus Hera now having 7. Well, looking good for Only Wanderer so far. Viper with more hair is too strong in AoE2. I started balding at like 18, I embraced it and I prefer it now. I mean, I don't really care. I have a partner, I have a kid. I don't need my hair anymore. So it's like, and also my partner has indicated or claimed that she doesn't care. So like on paper I'm safe. But you know, it would still be nice to have hair. You look great the way you are. Thank you, thank you. Need to shave though and cut my hair before I go to Norway. Art is overcommitting on water though. He has started adding fishing ships now, but he made a bit too many fires for my taste. Then again, Doubt is still producing, so maybe Doubt is trying to do the bait where it's like, okay, you won the water, fine, I'm not gonna produce, I'm just gonna leave one ship in each dock. But he's still making a bunch of demos and fires. And these Persian docks, so they take a long time to take down, so this could still work out for Doubt. But again, Hart is still making a fire galley, he kind of smells it. I guess because he has the scouting and intel, he can see that there's no barracks and stable potentially, and then he will realize. What happened to his stalker who said Mary Debbie? He has still sent some emails now and then, but overall I think it's still... It's kind of slowed down a little bit. Hera has 9 fishing ships versus 6, so Hera has a better economy here, but Leary has the market. The archers could technically just go to Doubt space, right? Okay, about to see the first engagement potentially. Leary has more archers here on the field. And Leary will be able to click cast this roughly the same time as Hera. Yeah, he's just going to go to Doubt. I think that's the right play as well. Doubt is wide open. They have all the scouting information in the world. They know they can go there, and Leary at home is pretty much fully walled, so... This is going to be a disaster for Game Legion, and it looks very much like we're going to have a decider game. You now have pretty much the same hairline. I finally decided to just buzz it very short but not bald. Gives you the feeling of having hair still. I actually love it, but have to buzz it every 4 days. I see. Yeah, this is going to be a disaster. I wonder how the communication is here between Hera and Doubt right now. Because they saw the army. Like, it looks to me like Doubt has got no indicator that army could be coming his way. Now it's just like, ah, okay. Yeah, this is borderline game over already. Doubt is still trying to make a comeback on water. Oh, with the demo spawned in a poor spot. Oh, disaster. I mean, Hart doesn't look like Hart has smelled what's happening. Okay, now he knows for sure. He queues up a demo immediately. Oh, yeah, Hart might lose the water here. But again, the damage done on this side is still massive. Hera now has to come and try to defend him. And then it's just reversing. I think Hart will still be able to win water back though, even though he took a bad demo there. Like, he has 3 dock production. And he has fishing ships to tank. Hart will still be fine here in the end, when all is said and done. Oh, Doubt! Okay, not the end of the world, but still a solid demo. Maybe Doubt win. Hard to stop making water. Doubt won water in the end. But... Did he? Yeah, he did. Still making demos. No, Hart is queuing up fire again. Wait, I'm so confused. Well, only one that he can out-repair it. Actually, you don't out-repair only one. But you can repair a little bit. Okay, this is confusing now. I mean, Hart is on the way to cast stage though. Doubt is... Well, Doubt is very far behind. And there's still archers in his woodline, so yeah. Doubt is in a complete disaster. Which means Hera has to make things happen. He has 13 archers versus... Like, Leary has more archers at home as well. So this just looks extremely good for Oni Wonders right now. Crossbow is in. Bodkin arrow, and Leary's not doing Bodkin arrow. Does he not realize he doesn't have it or what? Okay, bot food, he will have it. Ballistics coming in for both sides as well. I mean, lack of ballistics is the only way that they could lose, I guess, from this point. And Leary just has to not get completely snowballed here, and then they are completely fine. Hart will take back water there. Looks like Hera will even go to Hart. No, he changed his mind once again. I mean, they surely know that Hera has to win the game. On this, not on the spot, but he has to win the game with his army. Or with his archers. Well, this is going to come in slightly faster for Leary. Well, Doubt felt like he's behind, and now we have to do a tower anyway. But there must have been a lack of communication there. Because the armies met in the middle here, and it's like, okay, well, the army could come to you. Which means Doubt should immediately have made a tower or walled more and this and that. Now he lost water. He has 2 demos hidden though. So he might try and sneak in to snipe fish later. And now Hera will just go to Heart. Heart has a stable. Doubt is... Does Doubt sling from here? Has he already... Wait, he has already started slinging, right? Oh yeah, he's already started slinging. My bad, I didn't catch that. So yeah, Doubt just ended up in such a bad spot that they think sling is the only way, and now Hera will go fast imp. So now, Hera needs to keep his army alive. If Hera loses his army, it's completely over. That's what Hera's job right now is, to not lose his army. If he doesn't lose his army and hits Imperial Age with like 40 to 50 Arbalest, there's definitely winning chances still. Big hole in there as well. It doesn't matter, like he can break palisade walls. So it didn't really matter. Really good micro by both players here, but looks like Leary is getting the better end so far. There they do Thumb Ring. I don't think Hera has Thumb Ring, so that certainly helps. Oh, Hera has Thumb Ring as well. No, Hera does not have Thumb Ring. But they have Ballistics, both of them. So Hera will lose a little bit of his army here, but he will come from behind, so he will clean this up in the end. Now Leary has to dive, which means Leary might still get a really good trade. Good dodging by Hera though. Really good micro by both players here. And he may have cancelled it to go faster to imp, right? We have a situation where the knights from Heart are irrelevant. And Hera is about to be Imperial Age. I think GL might be in a good spot. Like there is no way Leary can defend this. In Heart, it's not like he's massively ahead and has a huge fish boom. He can't really contribute to the fight either. So I think Game Legion is in a really good spot. How much gold left for Leary? He still has this gold to mine. He's taking stone now as well. Hera will take the middle. I think JL is in a better spot. The sling was a good switch in the end. If Heart had like 15 plus 2 knights, they could have died on this army, but yeah, he doesn't. Oh, this is huge though. Denying the Seed Bookshop will buy them so much time. Hera doing Arbalest only though. Okay, there's Bracer. How do they respond to this though? What's the answer? Is it full Castle Age Knight spam for Heart? Yeah, looks like it. Not stable. I mean, he's just trying to kill everything Doubt has at the moment. Leary should send like 2 crossbows just to sit on the wood lane. Oh, going downhill, bad timing. Bad timing. He will now lose these manganese for free. I think Game Legion is in a great spot. What looked like a big likelihood of a decider game now looks like not a decider game. Heart goes pushing Doubt and Leary goes Skirms. Skirms don't win. Caster Skirms don't do good against Imperial Age army. But like he has numbers here, so as long as he gets in the range, he can still do good trades like this. Yeah, this is a very good by Leary. This is what he needs to do, right? Not like this, where those just stop fighting, but he needs to buy time, buy time, buy time. Heart needs to build up like 20 knights before he can even contribute. Ah, this just looks really tough for Only Wonder. There is triple stable knights. But again, it's knights don't do that good against crossbow either. Yeah, this is what Leary needs. Every time he can dwindle down the army of Heart, of Hera, it gives Heart the potential to potentially snowball with knights. And this is where some people argue like that's why Sling is bad. Because Doubt got wrecked on water 1v1. Of course the archers came in and hurt him long term. But on paper Doubt lost, and then he said, okay, I'm just gonna Sling my teammate, and suddenly Hera has such a big lead on everyone else. It's gonna be a ram push. Lyra has to pull villagers to defend. Still only 8 knights working here for Hart. Hart was not able to get a TC in the middle either. Why is Lyra not moving his other pack of crossbows when he's obviously microing? He probably just has them on stand ground, I would guess. Yeah, I mean, as long as Hera... I mean, Hera's 30. He has 40 arbalists. Where are they? It's only 17 here. Oh, he's not at home. With these numbers, Lyra can always trade kind of enough to the point where he buys time. So it's always tough for him to like... He has to buy so much time for Hart. Then again, Hart is on 84 vills. If Hart can get to like 120 vills while still making knights, the longer it takes for Hera to kill Lyra, the higher the chances are that Hart can come back and win the game still. Like, the numbers here are not high enough, the knights can dive in and kill it. If this army was there as well. What, they call it? It feels a little bit premature. But then again, they don't see what we see, right? That felt like a little bit of a premature resignation, but they probably felt like they won't be able to get on gold and so forth. So they felt like the game was over. It's only knights against Arbalists at this point. I still think it's fair. It's probably over. But it felt a bit premature still. Why Hart isn't going to wreck Doubt while Lyra is buying time? I don't think the Sling from Doubt matters anymore. Harold just needs gold income, and he has gold income. So I think even now the Sling doesn't matter. Doubt could go up and play himself at this point. So Hart killing Doubt is irrelevant to the game as well. They would have needed to keep Hera from getting to the middle probably. I just want to point out, this clearly means that, so Game Legion A won 4-2 against Hart and Larry. What happened last Cartographers? Oh, Viper and Jordan won 5-1 against Hart and Larry. Okay, just wanted to put that out there, you know, just so in case Doubt starts talking shit. You know. Yeah, GG Deals was a good set. I'm still a bit torn on how I feel about slinging. I don't know. It's like, it's potentially good that there is another option for strategizing and comeback potential. Like in this case, Doubt got wrecked, right? And he was still able to contribute to the game by slinging Hera to Imp. And then the question is that a good thing or not? I'm not sure. Slinging sucks. This was probably the only game where slinging won the game though, right? Every other game, I think Sling lost. Yeah, there is a tax. 50% tax without coinage and banking. Sling is a valid strat. You could argue that. I want to see if there's a rage, because if there's a rage, I will play a game or two before I head off. I don't want to cast another set. You know, like ACCM Slammer playing against Elix and Yo, where I would imagine that it's not live, because it's otherwise why would they play before Hart, Leary, Hero, Doubt? That wouldn't make sense, right? No one wants. I might do one once if there's no rage. I'll take a break though. Take a couple of minutes break, get something to drink, and then we'll see. I'll try to go for at least another hour. This might be my last stream before I go to Norway. I am currently planning to play again or stream again on Monday, a little session in the evening. But there is a chance if I don't get everything done tomorrow before I travel to Norway, there is a chance that that this might be the last stream. But yeah, I'll take a couple of minutes break and I'll be right back. Would you ever team with Margugu? If Margugu wins the lottery and offers me $1 million, I still wouldn't do it. All right, be back.
Help! Help! This is the help look. That's the look. Help! Here's the real one. Here's the one. Wait, wait. That's funny, right? Alright. Justus, you were incredibly calm right now. I'm very impressed. This was the real one, guys. This is the real dog. This is the real one.
Another one bites the dust. Good shooter. I don't have VTCs? I guess I do, but I have plenty of them. Yes. Oh my god, is this patrolling? Tell me this guy's patrolling. I want to see it. Come on, patrol! Ah, boom! Yes! Yes! Alright, I'm happy now.
Watch out your feet, sir. I'm converting all this.
What? Whoa, the pathing much.
Oh, if only those BBTs were alive.
That was costly.
Yeah, but I don't know why they group up like that. That made no sense. Drongo misses you in AV4. Does he not? I mean, he's just using me for his intros, man. I guarantee you he's gonna cast one of these games I played today. I guarantee you. Tomorrow I'm gonna see on Aussie Drongo's channel TheViper.
In the north, playing in the color yellow, his famous yellow, in fact, as the Japanese, it is the one, the only, TheViper.
Oh, that's scary.
We're more forward, you want. We're gonna even do it here, I think. Nico is just booming, and I have some Kames and monks.
Do I need some gold? I have like no gold.
Lord, TheViper could be just, if he goes for demo ships, imagine this. Oh my god, okay, if the Muslim pushes in, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up, man. And he gets his Lodger attack ships in, demo ship. Oh no, Viper, don't do it to him. Please don't do it to him, Viper. Oh no. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna give you guys the countdown. All right, 10 seconds. Oh no, no, no. Oh my god, it's gonna happen, dude. It's gonna happen. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Do it, Viper. Hit him with it.
Boom.
It wasn't as crazy as I thought it would be. Oh, the second one came in. Oh, took them all out. They took them all out.
Solid.
Oh my.
I'm still far behind. Ooh, Ghost Lake, Human Mercenaries, Teutonic Knight. This is so bad. I don't have words. It's so bad. That's how they look. It's how they look, guys. Oh god, it's so bad. I'm broken. We have a nice team game going down, so
I usually I just have to guess how hot it's gonna be and how cold it's gonna be outside. So I just have to guess. But yesterday I didn't open my window open my window enough so then the cold air comes in to deny the hot air.
Yeah.
So it became really, really goddamn hot and I just could not sleep anymore at 5 o'clock. But tomorrow I'll open up tonight I'll open my window nice and wide open basically. So yeah.
Man, that sounds very complex. So
nice
you
story,
were
bro.
you were waking up.
Next 5 5 farms have to be T90 farms.
What's the definition of T90 farms?
You don't want to
Being
know.
spread.
I made the last one with TC.
Yes,
Let's
don't.
see. Let's all watch it out, and then treaty ended. Let's see. Let's see.
It's always the same.
What? He wanted to trap me. Oh, it's so good. Ask him about the hand injury. His hand injury is that he was drunk and stupid and he cut his hand on glass.
I told.
Right, let's see if we can find a game. Rage seems impossible. So I'll try to see if I can get a 1-1. If I don't get a 1-1, then that's it. I don't see anyone queuing either. I mean, I guess most people are watching the cartographers at this point, right? Wait, is the cartographers not ACCM Slam? Are they not playing? It's supposed to start in 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm not only a caster, I also play sometimes. Yeah, I don't see anyone queuing right now. Might be an early night. Just in case you decide AV2 isn't for you anymore on your time off and this is your last stream ever. It was a blast and thanks for the content. Time 73, thank you very much for that. Don't worry, I'm not gonna decide that. Dude, there's at least 2 lands this year. So, and we have 1 land for you next year. So 3 lands in the pipeline. I want to be a part of all of them. We have LY Cup coming up. What does this mean? Chinese qualifier 1 in print. What does that even mean? Tournaments for the next 12 months. Unified handbook is public. Huh. Yo, True Delta, thanks for 6 months. Are you planning to retire? I'm not. You go with your whole family to China and Brazil? No. Very likely I would go by myself if I qualify. When is the Brazilian one again? It's not here yet. Probably want more Chinese players, so half the Chinese. I don't know how many players will be on this tournament, right? It hasn't been revealed yet how many players will qualify. I mean, again, this looks to me like maybe there's more invited players. There's a qualifier and a Chinese qualifier. I don't know how many players will be a part of this LAN tournament. Or the 1st to 5th of July 2026. 1st to 5th July. Qualifiers in April. Okay, cool. How many players will be at the Brazil LAN Negodrama? Do you know that already? Is that already confirmed? For LANs, is there only streamer of AoE or also high elo players? No, only high elo players. High elo players first and then streamers after. If you could decide all 4 civs, which team bonus would give the most fun synergy for Rage Forest? Bohemian, Spanish. Team synergy. Bohemian, Spanish. I feel like it stops there. And I'm not sure what team bonus I would add to that. Probably 12. Your idea is 12. Okay, 12 players for LAN tournament for a Brazil LAN. I mean, obviously, I'm going to try my best to qualify for that. If I qualify, I will not. I will probably go by myself. Don't think I will bring my family. And then there's also an unconfirmed LAN in Germany this year in December, where if I was to qualify, I would probably bring, or offer rather to bring. But then again, it's like, if I bring Debbie and my kid to Berlin, it's like, what are they going to do there? Are they going to be allowed even in the gaming house? If, let's say, if it was there, would they even be allowed there? I don't even know. What would they have to do there? I'm South American. Destroying is a stretch, just winning. Oh yeah, Mongols. I cannot ignore Mongols. But then again, he said like fun synergy team game wise. Here and out are done, yes. You're a Viper, anything will be allowed for you. I'm not sure if having a baby around that would cry and make noise would be good. Even if it was at a venue with a stage, right? Even think Red Bull. I don't think it would have been great to have a baby around that would be crying and such. I feel like I'm not going to get a game, guys. I think we might have done our hours for this evening. Okay, I will guarantee it. I promise I will be live again on Monday. Since we're not going to find any games now as well. I guess today and tomorrow will be pretty packed as well because of cartographers. Most people will be paying attention to that. I will be live again on Monday. Bring my Chinese kid to the Chinese tournament? No. Yeah, if I was to qualify to at least LAN in Brazil and China, yeah, there's no way I would bring my family. Also, it would be quite expensive, right? If there was a LAN in Germany, which there is confirmed, I would assume it's going to be Berlin. It's close. Maybe bring them for a day or two. I don't know. It also depends what they want to do, right? It's also fairly close to Christmas. Who knows? How happy just had a baby boy 6 days ago. So excited following your footsteps. Yo, Sils, congrats. Hope everything is going well. Hope everything is well with the mother as well. That's crazy. I go to 1,000 plus people conference of work. Sometimes small children running around. Not fun. Yeah. I also feel like it will just be a distraction, not only for others, but for myself as well.
Hey Viper. From the United States.
Hey.
I have been enjoying watching you play on YouTube for years, but first time watching on Twitch. What upcoming future tournaments do you expect you'll be competing in, and when are they? Have a great day.
Yo, hello boy. Thank you so much for Dono. I'm sorry, I'm about to go offline now, so you won't be able to stick around long. But tournaments, I would love a LAN in the US. That would be amazing. I would love that. But yeah, my next tournament.
So, Loom on the way.
Will probably be. I mean, I can open the page that I was just looking at again. First time watching on Twitch, sick. Oh, this is not what I want to look at. The computer. I mean, I cannot play these two tournaments, Heaven and Hell and Medieval Masters, because I'm traveling to Norway. But there is the LY Cup, which is a LAN in China, which is happening in late October. There's a LAN in China that I will try to qualify for. One sec. Give me a sec. Are they playing live, by the way? ACCM, Slam, etc.? No, it's not live. It's recorded games. Would you ever consider a game request for occasional variety streams? Potentially, piece of shit. Man, why is your name so... Why are you so shiny? It's like you have like a blur. That's sick. Like, I think I would be open to do more variety streams in the future, for sure. Yeah, so to get back to Hellet Boy here with the €10 donation in the question. Ling John Cup is something I'm definitely looking to play and qualify for. This is a $50,000 LAN tournament in China. Otherwise, well, I just opened the calendar. Year list. This is what's happening. What? List. I don't want AoE4. There we go. So these two I cannot play. These two I cannot play because I'm traveling. Masters of Hyper Random, I definitely want to play. September 29th to October 19th. This also is, I think it's $10,000. Yeah, Hyper Random tournament. Should be a lot of fun. This one is coming up. And then we have the Ling John Cup, which is a Chinese LAN that I mentioned. And then the Thalassocracy Cup 2, which I think has $20,000 prize pool now. Yeah, November 3rd to November 30th. And then there's a LAN in Germany to be announced December 7th to 14th. $50,000 in Germany. Qualifiers will be in October. Then you have January starting Titans League Season 5, which will last 2 months-ish. Then there's a MEMB event April 20th to May 31st. And then Medieval Masters, and then Brazilian Dynasty, which is still on in Brazil. $50,000. Qualifiers in April next year, main event in July. So those are the upcoming tournaments that I'm planning and looking to qualify and participate in all of them. The ones that I just went through. Do you ever play 1-on-1 for practice or something, or always fun? Depends. If I'm playing for a tournament, I would practice off stream. If I'm streaming, usually it's more geared towards fun. But there have also been circumstances and situations where I play ladder or ranked 1-on-1s to try and get a bit more in shape. So it depends, essentially, is what I'm saying. Pretty packed calendar. Yep, it's gonna be quite wild. And as I said last time as well, it's not guaranteed that this is the only thing. These are only the World's Edge tournaments. There's a big chance that there might be more other events hosted by private sponsors and this and that. So yeah, there could be even more. Do you know when Kettles will be nerfed? Hopefully soon. Same, you plan to participate in all them. Good, Margogo. You will participate in all the qualifiers at least. Should be possible for you, unless the door stands there. In Brazil, the dollar and the euro are worth a lot, but excluding the cost of the last boot camp, you should spend about 1,000 euros on flight. Maybe your wife and children can stay in the same room for a few euros more. Yeah, like I said, it's not impossible, but I don't know if they would want to come even. It's all a lot. Also, like, again, I'm thinking about myself as well. My performance in a tournament might suffer if I know that I have my partner and my kid around and I need to try to help with them, pay attention, make sure they're doing fine, you know. It might be better for me individually, selfishly, to not have them there as well, especially on such a long travel. Do you ever want to host a tournament or something like that again? Microsoft rules kind of don't allow it if you want to play yourself, so we'll see. But guys, I'm going to pass it on to T West. He is streaming the rest of the cartographers. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all on Monday for my last stream before vacation. Take care.